Cantrips. Ravana can still do her mind communication.
I can still do both
and
my cantrips.
and Mage Hand.
I believe Arcane Focus is for things that have material components for the normal spells.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so like
So his rule is if you have an arcane focus, you don't have to have a material component. Basically, the arcane focus takes the place of the
unless that object has a value.
unless the spell
like
has
a giant ruby or something.
Well, like my
like the feast of the wisdom feast.
Hero's
Feast.
chromatic orb for me currently.
Yeah.
I have that spell, but I can't use it because my 50 gold piece ruby was in my component pouch.
So if I wanted to cast Hex, I still could. I would just need the material components.
Yes.
And if it's something like soot or like gravel or something like that, something that's easily gotten, it's fine.
Yeah, usually you could just like you said, like soot. Any fireplace or campfire has that, so you're fine.
And I do
Look at some pocket sand.
I am curious.
One of my things is a firefly.
Jordan.
Yeah.
What did you give Mizuki for her arcane focus?
So I wish I had a picture of it because it's really cool. So I have a glaive, and so it's wooden, and like the handle is all carved with like vines and flowers and like moon and like stars.
Very cool.
Your wounds is still viable.
And then the blade is supposed to look. It's not actually opal, or it's like it looks iridescent.
Okay.
But it's not.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that as part of your deal with your.
I get a lot of insight.
Yeah, that was like
18.
Yeah.
Because, like, while I'm at work, her dad is messaging me on my work computer.
Oh, asking you about like,
the other thing. Yeah,
things.
he'll say it all the time. He'll be like, I was talking to Thomas. BT Thomas. Like, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was creating Mizuki, I was like, I have this kind of cool idea for a warlock. So I was like telling him about it. And then my dad made a joke about having a Feyblade. And I went, oh my God, is that a real thing? And he was like, no. He's like, the closest thing's a Hexblade.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, let's make a Feyblade.
Yeah.
So basically it's like a Hexblade, but it's
reskin.
It's reskinned with Fey instead of
dig it.
So crazy.
So I have this feat basically called the Whispering Weapon. And when I activate it basically has like +2 necrotic damage. When I use it, it's like a weapon.
Okay.
I don't have it printed though. I really need to print my thing.
That's when we go level 3, right? That's when the blade really comes into effect.
Yeah, it's kind of like probably this better higher level. I can use it now.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it like I can use it as many times as my proficiency bonus.
Yeah, I use catapult.
So I have 2 uses right now. But it's a long rest before I can use them again. But yeah, I think it's higher level. It's kind of a better thing to start using it.
I want to.
Because are you doing Pact of the Blade, Warlock?
Yeah, so if I do if I do Pact of the Blade, because one of the things is any weapon that I'm proficient right now, any weapon I'm proficient in,
basically make it into a small gun.
I can turn into a whispering weapon. And if I take Pact of the Blade, it's any weapon. It doesn't have to be what I'm proficient in. I can use any weapon.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I think I would do that for you.
I think it has to be like melee though. I don't think I can use ranged weapons on it. It's all melee. But I don't have to be proficient, so I can.
Finger guns.
Hey, whenever you end up accidentally in melee with somebody, it's
And just as a reminder, you can use your inspiration to flash back.
Right. I'm not sure
Like
what I
I will be using mine to drop my pack out the window before I go, or go hide it someplace because I figured we were gonna get arrested in the morning.
I don't think I would do that.
I think Ravana would because she's suspicious. I'm too trusting and naive, but Ravana is not.
Zuki grew up on the rock, kinda, so I feel like she wouldn't
No,
be that suspicious.
I'm just glad of one thing that since my armor is part of me.
Oh no. They removed that arm. Oh, it was painful.
I think your carpet set as well.
Oh yeah.
But hello there.
Hello, hello.
You're in a cage. You look sad. That's the natural instinct for a dog when they're in a cage. Is to look sad.
I blame what's her face. Chick that sings.
The chick that sings, yeah.
Sarah
McLachlan.
You know, you take that same commercial and put happy music over the dogs automatically look fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They probably weren't actually sad when they were
Nice.
filming. They
if you
probably
were to put that same commercial with like Queen We Will Rock You,
Yeah, it'd be a whole different thing. Yeah. I would joke. I called it the sad wet dog commercial. Because it's like I swear they purposefully sometimes took pictures of those dogs after they gave them a bath.
Yeah.
So that they look
emaciated.
they look so sad and they're shaking and it's like that's just a wet dog.
I
That's
only blame
every
her
wet
because she's Canadian.
where do you get blamed if you were like,
No, she was a cold-blooded American.
you're British.
British people invented bear baiting.
That does not sound.
Bear baiting? Bear baiting is where bulldogs come from. Stuff like that.
Like,
Sage.
Dog hiding?
They would have a bear in the middle of a space, and then they would sick the dogs on it.
Yeah, but like, you didn't have TV back then. So what are you gonna do?
The Romans did that stuff too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We
We have a dog that was mentioned for us.
yes. Actually, no, he wasn't meant for that.
He's
No,
gonna kill
he-
lions, which I think is arguably.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was and marched with Roman legionnaires.
And I think I think dogs could take on a black dude.
I was gonna say like those were more like border, like the Cane Corso.
He's dumb, not a war dog.
I tell you,
the breed is war.
yeah.
They were designed.
Most massive breeds were like war dogs.
He's not a mask.
Huh?
He's not a mask.
No, she
Cane
was
Corso is
just
not
trying
massive.
They're called Italian Mastiffs because they were simple Mastiffs, but they're like they're nowhere close to related.
Oh, really?
There is a Greek warhound, and it's like the something with lions and such.
Whose dog is this?
Brayley's.
Yes, it is my middle daughter's dog.
Or Opolis. Who's Opolis dog or something like that. They're
Molosian.
yes.
And her two cats are here too because she broke up with her boyfriend and couldn't afford the apartment.
And they're extinct.
Yes, but the
Yeah.
lions are descended
They're descendants.
Yeah.
from the
Yeah.
Molosian. Not a, it was related to a mastiff, but not a mastiff.
They look more like
What do you mean no kings in America? There's all sorts of kings in America. Martin
There's not
Luther King.
If that's
What
the
you're
case,
saying?
BB
that's the
King,
case,
and
then-
that is the
BB King?
Burger King.
hey, if that's the case, then like
Oh, but Burger,
Oh,
but Dairy Queen's
then-
allowed.
Yeah, it's allowed, but not
then my
Burger
cousin had to go back to Puerto Rico because of a bunch of kings. he ratted out some Latin.
Kings.
Yeah, yeah. It was either do I go to jail for 30 years or do I just tell them?
So I did watch. Amber likes to watch true crime. She doesn't watch it. She listens to it and falls asleep.
Oh yeah,
And you mentioned the only reason I say Puerto Rico is because I was watching this episode where a guy killed and he's Hispanic and it turns out he's from Puerto Rico. But the whole thing was it turned out to be a hate crime. One of the things they said was the guy said, The whole reason they tell him is this, because America is for Americans. Them Mexicans don't need to come over there. And the guys, and they're like, he was Puerto Rican. And they're like, still, Americans. And they're like, you realize Puerto Rico's part of America. And the guy, you're like, and the guy's just like I'm like, dude.
Like, what? Like, bro, like, Guam, Canary
I am
Islands,
normally
Virgin Islands. Like,
not a person who thinks we should ever violate the 8th Amendment, but that guy should be sterilized. You should not be allowed to breed. And the problem is, he's the guy that's going to have 9 kids.
yes, you know it. He's going to have 9 kids.
He's going to have 9 kids.
He's going to have 9 kids in his single wide trailer.
With his Filipino wife.
With his
Hey,
You're so right.
Filipino wife.
don't mention Filipino wife. That's my wife.
Hey, it's cool. I get it.
No, he's just saying that.
I'm more saying there's a white racist man stereotype.
You're like, white power. You're like,
And then they have a wife.
Yeah, and it's like, you pick the brownest of the Asian people. Like, like
You know, like Mexicans, I'm sorry, buddy. The Philippines was conquered by Spain.
yeah. Like,
I
holy
think
shit.
the one comedian I think that I love the best is when he talks about that. He talks about race in America, and he goes, "Look, here's the problem with race in America. If you're white, you're white. If you're black, you're black." He goes, "I'm from Honduras.
Hey.
I live in Los Angeles, which no matter what I say, I'm Mexican." He goes, 2 weeks ago, I was in Miami.
Oh, is
Cuban
that
Subway
Gabriel
food.
Iglesias?
No.
I know he said a joke similar.
He goes, 2 weeks ago, I'm in Miami. Suddenly, I'm Cuban. What the hell happened? He goes, I go to New York and I'm Puerto Rican. He goes, I'm like, that's and that's true too.
That is what it is. Oh my gosh! I remember while I was in the Air Force, there was this Army guy. We had it was 2003. We had all these reservist Army guys there on our base because all the security forces were.
Off overseas.
Yeah.
Off
Off of the desert. Oh yeah. So it was like, oof. But these guys, some reservists are like, qualifications like to just be in the reserves or the guard is
way low.
Like it's this guy. I tell him, "Oh, I'm Puerto Rican," and he's like, "Oh, like
How are you
and he's asked me, "What part of Mexico is that?"
Oh my god.
And I was like, "Not." Like, and I had to explain to him, like, Puerto Rico is
Part of the
an
United
island in the Caribbean. It's a U.S. territory.
I mean,
Yeah. And I told him it's a territory, kind of like Guam. And he was like,
he's like, what part of Mexico is that?
and he's like, what's Guam? And I'm like, there are 2 airmen working with us right now that are Guam people. They joined the Air Force, trained, and then tried to get to a place that was close to the sea, and the only place that they ended up was fucking Georgia.
It is pretty close to the sea.
It is, but it's gross.
Here's all I can say about the reservist thing. There's a congressman looking for from Georgia. Really? And he was a reservist, but he was grilling this Marine general because the Marines wanted to put a bunch of new Marines on the island of Guam.
Yeah.
And he goes, when you're listening to him, you're not thinking, well, Guam's not a very big island. Wouldn't you say, General? And the general's like, no, I guess it's, and he rattles off some numbers, and the general, because he's testifying, it's like, well, I don't have the exact figures from this number. That sounds about right, but if you want me to give you an exact figure, I can have to get that. He goes, no. Yeah. We just sort of agree it's not very big. And everything, the guy's like, general's like that. So what I'm worried about is what kind of impact having all these Marines on the island will be. And the general's like, okay, I can understand that. He goes, well, what?
We'll have a lot of babies.
He's like, what is it specifically is your concern? He goes, well, I'm a little worried that introducing that many Marines will capsize the island. And every stop.
Excuse me?
Hold on. And at first, I think everybody was thinking he's being metaphorical, like maybe it'll cause the economy to collapse or whatever. And the general goes, excuse me? Congressman goes, Because well, adding 20,000 Marines, it could cause. And you watch his hand, it goes, the island could capsize. And God bless the United Marines. That general, non-plus, goes, sir, we do not anticipate that happening. I was like, no shit, that's how islands work.
You met people that think that's how islands work, though. Oh my god!
But
That was
This is the person in power.
he was a congressman, and he was congressman, and he was like a colonel he was from Georgia. He was like because one of the reasons why he was allowed to conduct the thing was because he was in. I'm a reservist. I'm a colonel in the Georgia reserves, and I'm like, oh boy. And then he was like, I was like, oh yeah. I'll tell you what, that Marine general, I was like, that dude gives a high five.
Yeah.
Jason would have got arrested. I would have been like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
How did you get elected? What
Oh
district?
my gosh.
What district you represent? Because I am
Georgia
going.
Representative Hank Johnson.
Yeah.
In April 2010.
God.
It reminds me of when Georgia was in a civil war.
And he's like a colonel or something, right?
Just a representative.
Oh, I thought he was a guard in the guard.
No.
Did you give me my straw?
No.
Reminds me when Georgia was in a civil
There's
war,
a-
and everyone was like, "There's not a war in Georgia."
Oh,
I
they-
lived in
so-
Georgia.
They're
Yeah,
taking
people- When
when
the
the
Russians,
Soviets, the Russians have invaded Georgia. There's tanks on the streets, and people were out there looking for them. Going, I don't see no tanks in Georgia.
there were
Oh,
people
God.
calling in to the base, asking about our readiness and stuff like
Sage.
that, and like if we're what we're gonna do. And it was like, excuse me,
From Georgia.
the
country.
Yeah, Georgia.
And we had to explain to him, like, this is the country of Georgia. It was so stupid. One of my buddies that he worked the desk and he fielded several of those calls. He's like, I'm gonna buy a bunch of Russians, and I'm just gonna put them on lightposts around the town because these people are so fucking dumb. They're gonna think that actual Russians are coming to
You wanna
the
start
state
passing
of
around?
Georgia in the United States.
Could you imagine had that been going on and they run a mass airborne like jump?
I was just thinking, it's just like,
You was a
wow.
timekeeper.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you.
we,
You're within.
Kindle.
like, you
Yeah.
know how it is with the military, we want to
Thank you.
body.
Oh, yeah.
When they show their ass, it's like, oh no, we gotta do something. But
I mean, come on. We're the people
Yeah.
that tell the new guy to go look for a box of grid squares.
oh yeah,
The keys
hey,
for the Humvee.
pick up about 40 meters of flight line.
Go rotate this tent every 30 minutes so the wind doesn't shape it.
No, because that's something that they could actually do.
No.
It has to be something that they can't really do.
Yeah, it has to be something that's impossible.
I need a cable stretcher.
Blinker fluid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blinker fluid.
What we need to do,
Oh,
what
Elbow grease.
it has to,
Yeah.
and not
I need-
not
I
just
need a
that.
can of elbow grease.
It has to be where they have to go to someone else
Ask.
to ask for it. They have to go to supply or to the motor pool or something like that in order to get it. And then because it's
But
the
it
best.
can't be too much to be like, oh, that's not believable. Be like, go get me the red and white striped can, but it's actually white and red or whatever. And you bring it back in like, no, this is white red. I said the red and white. You trying to kill us?
We would tell them,
I mean, we sent you guys to the to our NCOs looking for the Pricky 5.
That must be a Marine.
remember the anyone get the
We used to have the PRK 119 radios, the Prick 119s.
oh yeah.
Because of that, it's like, hey, go up to Gunny and ask for a Pricky 7.
We had the ID the form ID 10T.
I need 10 Tango.
Yeah.
That's an admin one.
Yeah, ID 10T. Like, hey man, you need to fill out an incident report. Hey, make sure you go to the flight sergeant and have him sign up on ID 10T, and we'll get everything squared away. And then
We used to use that in comm too.
Yeah. it's the it's one of the littlest things that
Customer service. I work for HP, and I'm doing customer service for Pfizer, which is the main reason why I will not take Pfizer medication.
Oh no.
We did this major upgrade, and we told them, look, several emails went out. Friday night, or before you log off, before you go, don't log off your computer. Set it into thing, and it'll run over the weekend. But you have to double click the start thing before you leave. Double click the start thing, let it run over the weekend. Monday shows up. The guy says, calls me. He says, computer's up. He goes, it's still trying to update, and it's been running over the weekend. Which I was like, okay, that shouldn't be happening, but it's hanging up somewhere. And I'm like, I started asking him some questions. I said, well, sir, what did walk me through what you did. He goes, did you double click the thing on Friday before you left? He goes, yes, I did. He goes, then I shut down the computer and went home. I said, wait, what? He goes, I said, say that again. He goes, I double clicked the thing. I said, yep. He goes, then I shut down. I was like, you shut down the computer, you turned it off. He goes, yeah. I said, well, there's your problem. He goes, why? It wouldn't work? I said, no, sir, the computer doesn't work if you turn it off. And he's like, oh, I said, so it's going to run, and it's going to take about 12 hours. That's what you started. You can shut it down, and it's just going to come back.
It'll just come back and still
Right,
keep It's just going to come back and
Oh, you
where
screw yourself in anything to look like either an update, so you don't use your computer.
Right, and that's why we told them to leave it on over the weekend. That way, because we knew it would all be done. And so I had to close out my ticket, problem solved and everything. But you have to put like an error code. And that was one of our favorite error codes. And then we would write ID 10T. And then what happened was one of the guys who didn't know any better was talking to somebody else, and he was like, said something to me. He said, "Well, your last error code was an ID 10T," and the guy who was on the phone. Knew enough to know what that meant. After that, we were not allowed to use that anymore. Like,
damn, he messed it up. You don't tell nobody outside.
You don't tell anybody that they're an idiot.
Yeah.
The other one we had was PIMCAC.
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 What's
PIMCAC. Problem exists between keyboard and chair.
Oh, just say user error. But yeah, like
it's easier to say.
Doing any kind of IT stuff or any stuff like that, you deal with some of the dumbest people in the world.
And the older they get, you think age makes you wise.
Dude, there are some people that were younger that were like because especially now.
I refuse to help people younger than me. I'm supposed to be the one that gets help. If I have to help you on a mechanical problem, there's something wrong with our society.
I'm telling you
We're
right now. Well, the thing is, it's things like this kind of things. These kids, the younger people and stuff, get used to everything. Tablets, other things, fucking like notebooks that work in the same using the same UI as a phone, basically.
Yeah.
And if they get something outside of that, but even then, they're not. I'm sorry, they're not as tech savvy. The most tech savvy generation ever, and I'm like, you actually have not worked with these people. No, they are tech comfortable. They're really comfortable with.
You're talking about the millennial generation?
No. The Gen Z and Gen Alpha.
Yeah, Gen Alpha is
still. Well, not Gen Alpha, because Gen Alpha's in middle school right now.
Yeah. But Gen Z is coming up and everything.
And they still have smartphones.
When they get put in front of a desktop, they are.
Oh no, not even just that.
Like they're so.
And then they're like, oh, I don't know how to actually fix a problem.
Okay, but to be fair, sometimes when you have your own computer, it does seem like these manufacturers try their best to make you not want to use your computer.
They do purposefully make things so difficult to fix.
I had to update my BIOS.
Okay, you had to flash your BIOS
to play Doom, one of the Doom games, the newer one.
Oh, the newer one.
And then it's like, you need a fat 32 flash drive. And then I was like, I haven't seen a flash drive since 2011.
Which is
still
true.
With you, but
yeah.
Well, I understand. I thought
you were around.
Yeah. Dude, I remember seeing
I still have porn on some. Wait,
my wife asked me why they call it a floppy disk, and I was like, oh, you didn't know. The floppy disks
the old
that were
floppy
literally
disk.
floppy.
Well, they weren't that long.
Yeah, but I mean, you could.
They were big.
They were bendy.
Yeah, they were.
You know?
Well, the 5 1/4s were, but the 3 1/2 were pretty.
No,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
still-
talking about.
Yeah.
5 1/4s.
Yeah, I'm talking about the 5 and
Dude, I was around for 7 1/2. Don't even talk to me.
Yeah, and then
I didn't know who the Keystone
Yeah.
Cops were.
but even
Yes.
the 3.5 ones on the inside was a floppy little magnetic disc.
Oh yeah, the magnetic
Yeah,
part
yeah.
took it apart. But
Yeah.
if you got that
It
far,
was-
you want
yeah. You're not using it again.
No.
Yeah, no. The only people using that again are like
the
forensic.
special tech. Yeah,
Yeah,
the special
yeah.
tech people. Which back then that was a lot harder to do than it is now.
Yeah.
You know what else is really hard? Updating a flash drive to be FAT32. They don't sell 32 gig fat flash drives anymore. It's too small.
32 gig flash drives.
They only sell 64. Is the lowest they'll go
that's
through.
right. That's
So
right.
you need a partition on whole one of
dude.
this.
You might not know, but even those like little
You
3
know-
drives, when they got into like
The
the
32 is the corner.
when they got
I
into,
know,
like,
but you have to partition it off and then format it to FAT32.
Yes,
yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
so then
that's
you have
odd.
so then you have 32 like
yes,
gigs
Fat
of
32 is a format.
memory
But
that's like just there.
reasons Fat 40 was
FAT32 because it only holds up to 32 gigs of.
yeah, 32
Yeah.
meg or whatever. Yeah.
I had no idea.
So if it's bigger than that, you have to.
Hush. Say.
No, the strangers in the house. Stranger danger.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Stranger danger. I gotta get out. I gotta go bark.
Picking up steaks.
I gotta go run to the door.
I gotta bark. I know you gotta
But
bark.
yeah, dude, like I remember the pricing of things as
Alright.
they started to come out, like 3x5 discs, and then the little like solid state hard drives, and then the little like thumb drives, and then all this, and it's like back in the day.
We're gonna get. I'm gonna get started with the important question. Did you make your list of what was on?
memory card.
Well, let me actually rephrase it.
What for like?
Hold on.
This is all
I'll get
ever like.
Then I have to say it one more. I wanted to explain something. Logan, I'm not 100% sure everybody understood this exact situation. Logan did, but I wasn't sure everybody else did. Before you were arrested, you guys had went downstairs for breakfast.
Yeah.
So you were just down in breakfast. All right. I want everybody to make sure that they understand that was the situation. It wasn't like you guys were heading out the door, or walk or in the courtyard getting ready to leave the building or anything like that. You were sitting down for breakfast. As long as everybody understands that, everybody has made notes on their character sheet somewhere, so that if I ask very quickly, without a lot of coming and hawing, you can tell me what was still in your room at the manor versus what was on your person at the breakfast table. Yep. Okay.
I do.
Well, that's fine. I just need to make sure that everybody could answer that question fairly quickly. If I were to come to, like, if I were to say right now, Wyatt, what was on your person at the breakfast table?
My money. I had 10 darts with me just in case any of these guys tried to attack me. And that's it.
Okay. So that's all I needed. That was a perfect example. Thank you for being my guinea rabbit. The last session, you guys came down for breakfast. The Azure Watch came into the manor and promptly arrested you for suspicion of murder, conspiracy, and treason against the council, which is the ruling body. So they don't have like a crown, but that's basically like treason against the crown. But it's treason against the council. You were searched, stripped of all your anything other than your clothes, which was then confiscated by the watch, taken to to Castle Trakian and into the dungeons to be held until your trial. In your infinite wisdom, you decided you were going to wait until the trial, and you proceeded to execute a well thought out.
Nobody died. As far as I remember, we all have 10 fingers, 10 toes, not missing any part of our body. We got out of here.
I didn't. Hang on. A well thought out,
We shouldn't have been in the line.
smooth sailing escape plan. There's only a few
Something.
guards, witch wardens, and things like that.
The plan was great, just execution.
So during the escape, besides the guards that you killed and the witch warden, according to my notes, you like grabbed one of the guards like staffs or something, or
They got one of their spears.
spears, but turned it into a staff.
I didn't turn it into a staff yet. It was
Oh, I
still
thought you did that in a.
I grabbed this.
No, I thought you.
Yeah.
No, he had a spear.
Yeah,
But I thought you broke the tip off and made it into. So you just had a
no,
spear.
I just
Yeah.
You used it like a staff.
yeah, I just smacked him with the back end so I wouldn't kill him.
Okay. All right. See, that's why. See, I thought you turned it in like you made an improvised staff. It was like, oh, I'm just gonna bust this tip off. Now I have the staff. You know.
Yeah, I would have, but the staff and the spear have the same all these types piercing equipment.
Yeah. Well, no, that's fine. I was just. All right. So you have a staff, and you have a crossbow with a handful of bolts.
You told me 12.
Did I tell you 12?
You said a handful, and then I said, okay, how much? And you said, assume a dozen.
Okay, and then how many did you shoot?
One.
Just one?
Yeah, I only ever killed one guy, and then I jumped off the side of the wall.
Yeah, because everybody else.
Okay, so that means you
we
have
all
11
did a bunch of crazy
Okay.
shit. Killed somebody.
So you have 11 bolts, a light crossbow with 11 bolts. You got a short sword.
No,
You
I
grabbed a
grabbed
bucket.
and a
He has the other spear.
I know you grabbed
Yeah,
a bucket.
I got the bucket. Well, the bucket's
The bucket's
gone
gone.
now. But I did grab a spear off of one of the guards.
Okay, I
that
thought it was
crashed
all right,
into.
so I thought it was a short sword, but it was a spear.
Yeah.
All right, and then as far as I know, nobody else.
I think she has a sword that got gave to her.
I have a something. I'm looking through my notes now.
You got
Yeah,
No,
not
she
Con.
didn't need a crossbow.
She has a sword. As the
Hobbs
first guard
gave-
I knocked out, I gave her the sword from.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So you have the short sword.
I'm
Okay.
checking now. Yeah,
But you okay? Because I'm pretty sure somebody has the short sword.
gives Ravana. Okay, yeah. Hobbs gives Ravana a sword and looks to see. Okay, yeah. So Ravana has a sword. I knew it was
Right.
attacking something. So I have a sword, but I do not have anything else on me.
All right. So, with that, all that being said, nobody else, like you didn't grab any other tools or weapons,
Nope.
right? We just said that. You grabbed a spear, which I didn't have, but that's okay. That's a note. That's
Oh, sorry.
No. I was trying to remember, make notes of who had what, but I only had one spear, which I have made a note, turned into staff, and then one short sword. But I thought you had the short sword, and turns out she has the short. And that's right. He has a short sword. You two both have spears. He has a crossbow with 11 bolts. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. You. That's what I had too.
Yeah.
Neither one of you guys grabbed anything.
Yeah,
All
of
right.
course, the guy off the edge.
All right.
To get
So
in.
that. So you guys did manage. You managed to get out, escape. You took a boat.
Yep.
You do have a boat. Add that
Which
to your
we
list of
disguised.
assets. And you navigated the waterways until you got to Mizuki's shop. Now Mizuki's is, it's like a little trinket shop. So
A money laundering scheme.
No, not yet.
not yet.
No, it's a trinket shop.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
So anyway, so here's and this is why this is important because you guys have the opportunity to possibly scrounge up something in the trinket shop, but there's probably not going to be much of much value because it's a trinket shop. So here's the rules. All right. Mizuki's will not have any weapons in her shop. Will not have any armor in her shop. She will not have any standard gear that is more than 2 gold pieces in her shop. So anything else that meets those criteria, she will have well, I shouldn't say a maximum of a 10% chance of having it. Unless you want some kind of strange, mystical trinket that may or may not actually have any magical abilities, because I will tell you nothing that she has will have any major magical effects. But there could be a minor magical thing. But that is Fey related. Basically, what Mizuki's does is she sells
Fey trinkets.
Fey trinkets. Unique treasures from the Fey Wild. Because even though we are in a high magic state, and I want everybody to understand my headcanon, how the setting in general is. Not necessarily this particular port, but just in general. This, if you picture Victorian England, right? That level of technology. But instead of the technology is being driven by magic.
Steampunk, but magic.
Steampunk, but magic.
Which is why we're going to call it Spellpunk.
Is this
That's
closer to
Spellpunk.
is this closer to a general store or closer to like a
I feel like this is like a
shop?
freaking antique shop.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, imagine it like an antique shop,
Antique shop.
but
Okay.
but like without like big items.
Yeah, it's all gonna be small little. It's almost like a little curio shop, Totskis. You know, you go in there.
Okay, so like a tchotchke
Like when you
shop,
go to
right?
England and they have the store filled with magnets from everywhere in England.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. So it's just gonna have a bunch of weird little oddball things.
Okay.
that she got.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Could I get like a handful of wind up like toys?
Yeah, I'm sure you could probably grab a couple.
Okay. Nothing
Um,
that would be spell components, right?
nothing that can be spell components.
Okay.
So, well, no, but you can. Now, for ordinary components, you can probably scrounge for those.
I need like a desiccated eye of newt and some fleece. The fleece I feel is easy, but the eye of newt.
Desiccated eye of newt, probably.
I feel like the fleece, you could just get like some fleece yarn.
Yeah, fleece probably. All right. All right, so she had 2 little wind up clockworks. All right. So,
What's the chance she has any kind of?
well, this is what I'm saying. You have to open up your player's handbook. You go to the equipment section. If it's 2 gold pieces or less under the normal equipment, then you roll a percentile dice. And if it's 10 or less, or you can just do this. Roll me a d20. On a 19 or 20, she has it. That would be very easy. Much easier than rolling.
I would also. I want to get like a long thing of wire. Would that be something you could find at her shop, or can I roll for that?
You probably have to roll for that.
Okay.
All right. Jordan, you had something. You were raising your hand. So what's up?
I am going to check the player's handbook before I ask the DM.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Now I will
trying to
say,
my own question.
if it's in the trinket section, I'm not even gonna worry about that. If you actually want to get a trinket, and Mizuki doesn't actually have an objection because it is all technically still her stuff. I am not going to say you can't have a trinket. So here's the thing, Kendall. If you look through the trinket section and you can find something that might, fit as a spell component, then you can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not
Trying to think of like things we can use for sneaking in and distraction and sabotage kind of stuff. So I'm gonna roll my 2 d10s to see if I can get some wire.
right.
34. Nope.
Your paper and a quilt.
There's probably paper in the
There is
book.
probably,
There's probably paper quilt in
yeah, she's got to do books.
Gotta
So
do
there's
books.
probably administrative. Probably not paper. Probably more like parchment, or
Well, anything I can write on.
Yeah, there's
I'm
probably,
just calling it paper because that's what we
there's probably some some papers.
Okay.
Yes,
I answered my own question.
that's awesome. All right.
I would assume there's a small piece of your leather someplace.
A Necronomicon.
Oh shit!
Yeah. There's
The
something
Necronomicon is not here.
that you know.
Jordan, where'd you get this ship in a bottle that's actually a perfectly equipped jamming ship?
The fair pickle.
Wood carving tools are one goal, and that's aside from cooking utensils. That's the cheapest thing.
Well, if you want wood carving tools, I would say
I will actually say that cooking tools are probably there because it's established
I
in
figured
Zorg's
you probably
background that the way she trades for the Fae is by making them small little sweet treats.
Yeah, but I'm not able to. I'm a robot person. I don't.
You don't cook. All right.
You said roll a percentage that, or wait, you said I
Do
could
20,
just do
19,
it.
and 20.
You can either
19
do
and
either
20.
one. You can roll percentile or you can just roll a
Just see what's up.
19.
19! Oh
All right.
shit!
What were you looking for?
Oh, wood carving tools.
Okay.
We just, you know what? It's possible. You sell trinkets. People carve trinkets out of wood.
yeah, somebody might need tools to
Uh-uh.
carve some trinkets.
All right. Are you ready for this?
Next.
These are sprite-sized wood.
It is the thing, you guys.
So it's like, I guess it's
Wyatt.
easy to carry.
Are you looking for anything? Are you still looking? Is Wyatt still looking to see if Hobbs wants anything?
Yeah.
I'll come back. Tom, is he still looking to see?
Yeah, I can't really see, but all I need is a piece of leather.
All right.
I carry
Go
a piece
ahead.
of leather.
Can I look for some scissors or some kind of cutting?
You have a knife.
Leather, like,
Yeah, go ahead. You
honestly,
roll
Yeah.
for that. See if she has a pair of
no,
scissors.
Any shoes would be pure leather on it. A bag. That's
I'm
kind of what
shy.
I'm looking for. Honestly, a pouch.
That-
48.
Can I get 1,000 silver ball bearings for one gold piece? But it isn't a.
They're not silver though. They're just.
It's a silver ball bearing.
Oh,
They're-
you specifically want silver ball bearings. That's
You're looking
Or you
for
mean
a
like
bag of
something-
ball bearings made out of silver?
yeah, because
Regular ball bearings are not silver.
yeah, they're
They're
just
steel or
Yeah.
iron.
It is steel ball bearings. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I get a bag of steel ball bearings?
Make me a roll. All right. What was your roll, Kendall?
It was like 48.
Damn it, Jordan, you need to read up on your stock.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. So
Oh, yeah.
you use yours. You use yours. What about you?
I'm all good. I don't
You're
think-
good. And then you're like, I'm okay.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm really nervous to roll. There is something that I want, but I'm really nervous to
Well, I
roll.
can tell you this: you miss 100% of the shots you don't pick. You're not going to get it if you don't roll.
I
yeah,
just want a brooch.
a random brooch.
Wayne Gretzky said it first.
Never mind.
Roll.
Bro.
Oh. Call foul.
What? Having to roll?
Calling foul. I feel like a trinket shop should have a brooch.
Sold the last one last week.
Yeah, the last one you had, you wore to prison.
Did you find a brooch under the trinkets?
No, because I rolled a 5.
No,
No, under the
Oh,
trinkets.
yeah.
Trinkets?
There's 2 different ones. There's a brooch with a cameo of a hideous person and a brooch made of dwarven design.
You probably wouldn't have one with a picture of yourself.
The brooch of dwarven design.
Okay, because I said trinkets are pretty much going to be in the
Okay,
If you do
yeah.
trinkets, that's what you do.
Yeah, no, there's 2 different brooches on her trinket. Okay.
So I will look for one specific thing.
Okay?
A vial.
A vial?
Yeah.
Are you looking for a full size 8-ounce or 4-ounce vial?
Yes.
Or just a small little jar that can hold a certain amount of liquid?
Well, I mean, really, just a small jar would work. Because all I need is a drop of water.
I'm sure if you look in the
There is vials under trinkets.
if you look
Okay.
in the
Yeah,
trinkets,
there's
probably a
vials in
vial.
there.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
Or
and there's scabbards and stuff in here too, so I mean that's
Yeah.
leather, typically.
Oh yeah, if this is like a scabbard or
You
that would
like a
be
wine pouch almost too.
Yeah.
Or a carafe.
like I said, she probably might not have a full wineskin.
No,
I have a little
a
one.
pixie one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a really nice
Which
one.
might hold
If-
some fatal
all
alcohol
you
that's like
need-
one drop gets you drunk.
Yeah. If all you need is a small like patch of leather,
We can find a dog.
most of those things that are made of leather with
Now, does it if it doesn't have a specific cost, you don't need that.
No, it doesn't.
Then you don't need that.
Okay.
So like I said, like that could just be a piece of an old shoe. But
Well, yeah, because of how we worked it earlier. Yeah. We won't need that. Because it doesn't have a value.
The only thing you need is stuff that has a specific cost.
Which I only have one spell up, so.
All right. So as you guys are rummaging and scrounging and everything else,
tiny woodcut.
You never know, they might.
Maybe you can forge yourself some tiny hands that you can attach to your body.
Oh my god, it just made me think of like
Deadpool.
It actually made me think of like on One Piece. This character Frankie, and he has giant hands, but then when he works on small things, tiny hands come out of his big giant hands.
I was
And
just,
weird fiddles with.
I was just thinking of Call Me Chris when she's Riley. She's got the small little plastic like hands that go in the
Yes, I
fingers.
know what you're talking about. The little.
so as you guys are, as I said, you guys are starting to scrounge around. The situation is probably maybe really starting to set in now that you guys are wanted.
Wanted, dead or alive.
Probably just dead.
And then, and given the fact that, as I said, that at what level of like equivalent technology you're at and the magic and all that, you can probably estimate that it will not take really time before they figure out where you're at. There's enough tracking spells out there to sit there and say, hey, we can find people
Yeah.
eventually.
And they do have things that we had, so they can probably get whatever they need to track.
They have nothing from me.
In Vault,
Is it the beginning of spring or the beginning of winter?
Who knows?
You.
They
you're the
likely.
one person that should know.
I'm not even sure if this rock has seasons.
I mean, they likely have.
I get lasers tether.
I mean, they have your stuff.
I'm kind of guessing that. I'm kind of guessing that this is the way I kind of described. The way I kind of described Sassurin and everything of being more tropical and everything. This is probably like it's always like, you know, it's like a jungle. You know, like a jungle asteroid. Oh, it probably never gets a whole lot of season differences. All right. Jordan, what is this? I hope.
Like to try the approach. That's temporary.
Upstairs. Go.
Oh, she's gonna try that. Temporary arcane focus.
Yes. I guess that just depends on how
And how that works?
works.
All right. Let me ponder that for a second and move on.
Okay.
Look, what's Locke doing?
I'm forging a letter.
You're forging a letter. Got it. That's going to be an extended action.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Kendall, what is Ravana doing?
Does this building have roof access?
Yes.
Why not?
I would like to go. I would like to take
one
that.
story building.
Ravana wants to go take the high road and be lookout for the moment,
Okay.
and she'll signal if she sees anybody. Because I don't have anything else I want to do right now. I think I'm just ready to get on to the next stage of the plan.
All right. All right. What does Hop do?
She's keeping a lookout on top of the roof.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stay in the boat in case we need to do a quick getaway.
You're gonna go out and hang out in the boat?
Yeah.
All right. Conrad.
Alrighty. Man. So everybody look out. Getting the boat ready for
Escape
getaway.
dark, yeah.
Yeah. Me. Sure. Guess. I heard. I guess I'll just. You know what? I'm gonna go with her and be lookout because yeah, that's
All right.
the best I could do right now.
Thomas with Sculptor.
Calder would probably be lookout, but like at the front of the store.
All right.
Because I don't think 3 people are gonna go up on the roof.
Without being noticed.
Your people on the roof would probably be noticeable.
All right. Well, Mizuki's is in, not in like the best part of town. She is. It's also not like it's out of the way,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's plenty of traffic.
I'm mainly looking out for guards or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know that there's plenty.
Anything suspicious?
Yeah. No, I get that. Guards, stuff like that. So there's
What you need to do.
What is that going to solve?
We'll have her.
Or
at
we
the
won't
very
have ours.
least-
We'll have somebody else's gear.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go back to the mansion and grab our stuff?
Well, we can do that. That's a good idea. We can go back to the mansion.
We can
See-
rob ourselves.
I think like we should try to go back to the mansion, get our stuff. Then, like, we know the brother is now in cahoots with the guy who took over.
And he's in the mansion.
hold on. I need a point of order. You're on the roof.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Or are
telling.
you not on the roof? Because if
No,
you
I'm
don't have
on
a conversation
Hey,
with
hey,
him.
if I said it, that's where I am. And I'm telling. Gosh, what's your character's name again?
Ravana.
Ravana. Yeah, I'm telling Ravana like, we gotta rob some.
You gotta rob stuff?
We gotta rob some stuff,
Like, I got lots of stuff.
or
I'm the most moral thief.
or we gotta find our way back
Well, you're a rogue.
to
Yeah,
get
you're not
any
a-
stuff that we left behind in
Technically, I'm a swashbuckler.
the lady's house.
Just not yet.
Agreed.
I'm out for like 50 points off.
So was D'Artagnan, and
D'Artagnan's a mouse.
What?
Yeah,
he is
Jerry
a
Mouse.
mouse. He is a mouse, but he is also.
Oh, he's one of the 3 Musketeers, right?
I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't catch the first part of that because I was like, that's the 3 Musketeers.
technically he's the fourth one because the
Yeah, yeah.
Musketeers are
Arthos, Porthos, and Eric.
Yes.
those are
I was like,
the 3 Musketeers, and then D'Artagnan comes in, and then D'Artagnan's father was a Musketeer.
D'Artagnan is a mouse.
No, you said that, and my first thought went, "You mean Despero?"
He is also a mouse.
yeah, okay.
A lot of mice going on. Apparently they all start with D.
Yeah. Hey, read Redwall.
As long as it's
You'll
not
get
just
even more mice heroes.
So, but yes, so the fact that you're a rogue doesn't mean, you're not a thief unless you choose that as your path.
Yeah.
But you've been aiming for,
It feels like you've been getting close to either thief or you might want to do the thing.
I'm doing SWAT.
Ooh, that's
He's
fun.
been kind of aiming for swashbucklers.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Really?
This will be our William turn.
So I would be trying to explain to the people downstairs,
But I
like
like my
we should try and go
liars
get
dice.
our stuff, and then go try and take back the boat.
Ooh.
Yeah, what are we? Now we're stuck on a planet with a boat.
Right, but
It
the
can get
brother
us-
would have to come look for us.
Yeah.
So they're coming to us.
Or, yeah, I'm writing a letter right
Wait, which boat are we
I
talking
saw-
about securing? Because
before we got arrested and before all this went down.
Hold on. No, what was that? I didn't hear it. So I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. I was just trying to clarify which boat are we securing because we escaped on a boat.
Hold on.
Okay.
Turn on the roof.
Different boat. But yeah, we're
So the only
We're on
person
the
you-
roof.
I'm just saying you can't hear him talk to him.
yeah.
No, yeah. This was
Okay.
Kendall wanting to clarify. Over
Okay.
which boat are we talking
Yes.
about?
We're talking about the Blue Nixie.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So now we'll go back to telling Zim about your letter.
Before all this went down, her brother did leave a letter to her. I've seen his handwriting. I'm forging a letter giving up the position of the Black Lotus and admitting to all the horrible things that have been done. And then we can meet the guards at the Black Lotus place.
Right, but I mean, wouldn't he signet it?
Yeah, we don't have the signet ring anymore.
Again, I am a master craftsman. I could probably come up with a way to make a signet work.
Okay.
I'll have to figure that out at the house because there's probably signets there. The lady probably did not take her signet ring with her.
All right. So
Wonderful.
sorry. So you're trying to make that into an arcade focus,
Yes, it was temporary.
at least temporarily. Excuse me. You are taking the time to
Forge an omission.
to forge an admission of guilt from Banthus.
Yes.
All right. You're keeping watch.
Keeping watch and talking with Conrad.
You're hiding in the boat.
Keeping her prepped in case you need to escape.
Yours sounds so much more heroic. You are also keeping watch and keeping Pravana company,
Yes.
and you are just hanging out at the front, kind of keeping keeping looking out the windows and everything.
Yeah.
And then kind of talking to these two as whatever is
Yeah.
going on. All right,
Just kind of talking out loud.
gotcha. Time passes.
Yeah. One.
Locke throws on your name. All right. So Locke finishes his note. Go ahead and make me a deception roll. You may use your dexterity. I'm sorry, make me a dexterity roll. You may use your deception. You're proficient. Hold on. I need to roll. And because you are also proficient in forgery kit, right?
Wrote it in.
You have it here.
$16.
All right. Take note. Write it down. What that roll is. Or when it comes up, if it comes up later. I already know. All right. As you're finishing up your note, you've been basically, I guess, you're trying to make contact with your patron.
Yeah.
asking him to give you a connection to this brooch, so that you can channel, your pack power. Go ahead and make me a charisma check of a medium difficulty. You may use your persuasion if you are proficient. Alder, go ahead and make me a wisdom check. You may use your perception. 17. Your you get that feeling that you get whenever, like, your patron is like in the area, and then you hear a very distinctive laugh of his, and then suddenly you can feel like energy, like flow into your brooch, and then as it finishes flowing in, he says, you hear in the voice, like the whispers in their thing says, one sunrise, one sunset.
Lucky.
Thomas,
11.
11.
No, 12.
12.
Yeah.
All right. Out of the corner of you see a kind of a movement that kind of catches your attention on the corner of your eye. You look over that way, and you notice there are a pair of guards at the store. They look like they're coming down the street. You two, Ravana and Conrad, you're up there. You see them too. You kind of see them as they appear around the corner. They stop for a second, then they start to walking, kind of down the street. Now, like I said, a lot of people, and stuff like that. After a few steps, there's a kerfluffle from back where like I said, you're on a very low building. So you see, there's a kerfluffle, and it obviously catches the guards' attention. They turn around and leave, and everything. Thomas, while you were focused on that, all of a sudden the door opens, and actually kind of opens and shuts. And there's this very familiar halfling standing in the door, and she's kind of like takes a deep, and she's like, huh? She goes, I thought I'd find you guys. She goes, she looks at Mizuki. I mean, it's like she kind of looks past you guys for a second. She's like, I thought I'd find you. I knew I'd find you here. All right, Mizuki, what kind of gear did you have left at the house?
Left at the house?
Left at the house.
Hey, well, I had my armor.
Okay.
I had my blades.
Okay.
I had 2 daggers.
Okay.
I had my backpack full of all my stuff.
Okay.
I had a 50-foot of silken rope.
Okay.
And it was attached to my backpack.
All right.
And that's all.
That's it?
Yes.
Okay. What do you have?
I had my family's right here.
Okay.
My short bow.
All right. Hold up there. Ravana, what do you have?
I had everything on me as I went down to breakfast, so everything was seized by the Sea Watch.
All right. What did you have in the house?
My master's quarterstaff,
Okay.
my calligraphy set,
Okay.
my my explorer's pack,
Okay.
my scroll holder from that one cave,
Okay.
and then transparent gems I got as well.
Okay. Conrad, what did you have?
It's honestly easier to say what I have on the first, but I could just view this. Okay.
Everything that's there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I had some of my tools, my tinker kit, all that stuff. That basically all the heavy stuff, and my backpack and everything that was in it. And all I had on me that was confiscated was I say hatchet. I think it's hand axe, and then my money, all of it, and basically anything
I
that
got
I
it.
would go out shopping with.
Yeah, I haven't said
all
that.
that stuff.
Because I didn't really have any.
Yeah. And my lightest set of tools was a thief kit.
Yeah, it's new.
Okay. But is it?
Yeah.
Okay, drink it. Okay.
All right.
That was new. Make sure.
As she comes in, she's got like she's carrying a bundle. And so she comes in, she shuts the door, she kind of leans up against it. She does she lets out a like a sigh of relief kind of thing. She says, "Thought I find you here." And then she kind of opens the bundle and things kind of pop down. And she's like, I had to be careful because that scoundrel brother of her of my lady's was keeping kind of a close eye, but and I could only sneak out with certain things that were relatively easy to conceal. So she pulls out. I shouldn't say relatively. Like I had this bundle. So she hands you. She goes. I got the impression that this rope you were carrying was valuable or special. So she hands you the rope, and she goes,
They're focused.
My focus is the blade.
she says, I remember you mentioning how important this was to your family, so I brought this. She hands you the rapier.
Oh.
And she goes, and I have to tell you that, and as she handles it, the rapier, like you hear like a muffled sound from inside the scabbard.
Can I unsheath it?
Yeah.
I unsheath it.
And he goes, I told you how to find him. I don't know why you would listen to me. And you, and why would you leave me in the hands of a human? He touched me. I am soiled. I am sullied.
I touch you all the time.
You're not a human.
Would you rather been handled by guards? Melted down?
You know, you can't be
Shut up before I put you back in the scabbard.
You wouldn't dare.
I'll put you in here. You go back to non-existing. It's like half alive, half dead.
So she's like, I was unaware that you had such a potent item. It was able to direct me here. She doesn't have anything in robotics. Running it, have anything there. And I'm trying to remember. You had something small. Oh no, the scroll case.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I don't know where the wee rabbit guy is, but I brought his scroll case. I figured he must be a spell caster of some sort. He might need this.
My tools.
She was able to bring your tinker's tools, but the carpenter's tools were she couldn't get them
Yeah.
all.
Much.
Carpenter's tools are like heavy, so I get it. Tinker's tools, though, those are the ones I need.
And then, and then she says, and I figured that you could possibly pawn this and use this to help pay your way out of the city, and she hands you the ruby.
Better than nothing. Hey, Ruby's nice, though.
The ruby was on me.
Oh, I read that wrong. Okay, she didn't bring you the ruby. She brought you the emerald instead.
Okay.
Talking to the handmaid. Do you want to get your lady out?
My lady will be released before the next bell.
She's
So then,
man, there's no way.
She's like released.
where's the
on her
brother?
own
Is he still at the house then?
He is still at the manor, and will be until and will remain the manor's lord until my lady can have her good name cleared.
I have a letter that could clear her name. Would you be willing to deliver it?
Absolutely.
It's written by her brother.
He's like, how did you manage to come by a letter written by her brother and not have it seized by the guards when they searched all your gear?
Same way I got these lockpicks. How do you think we're out? Don't question a thief.
Gotcha. Very sneaky, sir.
Mr. D.
Yeah.
All right. He says, let me see this letter. She looks at it, and you see her just start to crack a little bit of a smile, right? She goes, I should probably wait to deliver this for a little bit. It won't fool anybody while the ink is still wet.
Yeah. No, I'm trying. I blew on before. Shook it like a board.
Hopefully you didn't shake it. The ink goes everywhere.
You didn't shake it a lot. It's a very light.
I like wafted it back and forth. Put it in a dry area.
So it wasn't a Polaroid picture.
No, more like
You're not supposed to shake forward.
yeah.
Everybody does.
No, you're not. I have a box. I have the camera and it says, "Do not shake Polaroid picture."
Yeah, they all. Yeah, the film says it on there and everything. But you know what?
I still shake it.
Still do.
Still do it, yeah.
And you know what?
No, he was
Still comes out.
Either way,
I'm using a Polaroid camera. I'm not trying to get the best picture in the world.
but it comes out pretty much the same with you.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so she says, I will take this to the captain of the Azure Watch, or I'll take this to the Azure Watch, and see what the captain says. But I would urge caution. If I can find you, it won't only be a matter of time before the witch wardens can find you. And also, whoever actually killed Lord Issaron will probably also be looking to find you.
You know anywhere where we can go to be safe?
Get off world as fast as possible.
Thanks.
Though she also says, and if that's not an option, you could try to sneak out of the city and head up to Caldera. The lady's family is well connected up there, and they might be willing to offer you safe haven for a short period of time.
We have to take a vote. Caldera?
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't think so. I thought it was freaking melted ice.
Just
It's a caldera.
I would
I know.
I would speak up to her and I'd be like, just
No,
be sure don't give it to Sergeant Hammond.
Yeah.
He has collaborated the story of us killing. So
She makes no. Well, if you're, and she says, "Well, I was going to hand it to,
Hand it to the lady.
that's okay. Because I was going to hand it to Captain Turwell herself."
very good. And if no one else is there, please apologize for the chaos we caused.
She's probably not going to tell them that she saw us, because then she's abated in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Well,
Like, probably not going to mention this. He's seen you.
Yeah.
Be
like, hey, this fell out of the Lord's pocket.
I happen to find it. It doesn't.
Book smart, not street smart.
Exactly.
Wizard.
And with that, she turns around and looks back out into the street, leaving you guys to discuss what you want to do while I use the restroom.
Yeah, I'm going down. I'm going down to talk to everybody too.
Yeah, same here. Ravana is of the Ravana doesn't have anything. It's a mansion that she cares about. So Ravana is of the opinion of let's just go to City Watch, get the rest of our shit, and get out of Dodge. Because
How are you going to get your stuff from the City Watch?
I don't know, breaking in.
Back into the prison we just escaped from.
Yeah.
Okay. Ocean's 11. I like it.
So I think first things first, we have
I got my
get
tickets
somewhere
too.
we can.
I'm able to do everything.
I think we should take the handmaid's suggestion and get our stuff first and then get out of Dodge.
Well,
At least temporarily.
the lady
Go to
the lady captain did mention something about meeting someplace.
They wants to meet us at the Adventurers Guild. What was called the Seekers Guild. I'm thinking that's probably out of the window now that we've murdered.
I would agree. I don't think, especially after killing guards, that we would they would give us our stuff back.
They said to make it to the Seeker's Hall undetected to get our possessions. So we don't have to break into the City Watch. We just have to make it to the Seeker's Hall undetected. So Ravana's voting we go to the Seeker's Hall undetected, which needs to be fast because apparently the witch wardens are onto us, and get the rest of our stuff and then go to the Caldera to regroup and decide if we want to take it on clearing our names or we want to find a way to get off world.
I mean, I would agree with most of that. I mean, but I don't think we all should go to try and get our stuff back. That's kind of
Okay.
how we got
the
into trouble.
Adventurers.
Well, some of you want to go back to the mansion to get the rest of your stuff, yeah?
Yeah, and you said the guild was like right down the road, right? From the.
It's relatively speaking, yeah.
All right, do we want
No, we
to
need to go to the
say
Seekers Guild.
sneaky, quiet people go to Seeker's Guild? And less sneaky, quiet people go to the mansion? Wait, Hall and Guild are not the same thing, right?
There's a Seeker's Lodge. Right, that's where the guild meets.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, the Seeker's Lodge, which is where the guild meets. Okay, I'll make note of that.
So that's where Captain Turwell had told you originally that night
we could collect our stuff that they took from us.
Right. She would find a way to provide you the gear that they seized.
Yeah.
Which it's still the same day, right? So it could still be tonight.
Right. It would still be at the night if she's
if she's following through on what she said she would do.
Yeah, but what you have to understand is we murdered her men.
Well, that was inevitable when you pulled the trigger way too fast. We still have to work with what we've got.
Don't even. You wanted to take over the castle.
No, I wanted to wait till night.
That was bullshit.
Like
You
she
said,
said.
we can take over the castle.
No, I just want to get my stuff back.
I don't remember this because Jason said I was a law-abiding thief.
Now, as far as character versus character argument, that's great. If player wants, if it comes down to player versus player, there's one surefire way you guys can work this out. Post session, you can watch the video.
I don't need to watch it. I got a steel trap mine.
Apparently, so does your sword.
Quite literally.
Speaking of the sword,
Speaking of the sword.
Speaking sword.
the sword's name is Ravenclaw,
Like the house?
and that is not just because it's actually an intentional thing. It should provide you with some clues about the sword. If it doesn't, you can ask the Hogwartians, and they might be able to help you.
Ravenclaws are smart.
Mhm.
Does the sword up my intelligence?
Well, maybe not right now.
And cunning. Isn't that part of Ravenclaws as well?
No.
Cunning Slytherin.
They're smart.
They're smart,
Studious.
studious.
They're clever.
I would love to, but I can't say
Clever, good with puzzles.
Because he helped me actually do it. He's out. He has insider information.
Does it make me have claws? Can I fly?
Yes, with your wings.
Not on me.
No, you can't fly.
Oh, okay.
Fly for 1 second.
About as high as you can jump.
Yeah.
I could also fly for 1 second.
I can tell you right now,
Mm-hmm.
all it does is talk.
Supposedly, it's
So is it smart?
Hmm?
So is it smart?
Oh, it probably thinks it's smart.
Like
So
Wait, so I don't have a back talking sword that just talks.
you got Excalibur from Soul Eater.
oh my god.
Oh yeah,
No, that Excalibur does other shit.
Excalibur and Soul Eater is extremely
Excalibur does do other
but
shit.
it's a dick.
Say,
You have
Excalibur
the-
from Soul Eater is
you have
the
its
worst
cousin.
character.
He's a dick, but
Okay,
he is
so
I'm
extremely.
gonna tell you right now. Focus on what's going on. That was just something for you to think about going to the
Yeah.
future. Add it to your player to-do list.
Did it change my name to Rowena?
No.
Why?
Rowena.
No, I know. I'm just
That
like.
joke is just.
Am I a part of the Order of the Phoenix?
No.
Oh.
She was not part of the Order of the Phoenix.
Was not.
Nerd.
All right.
Ew.
Hey, but I
Hey,
didn't.
I'm going to Harry Potter World in 2
Yes.
weeks. I have no shame.
It's awesome. It's very fun. I love it.
Ugh. We went for our honeymoon 10 years ago, and we're going back for our 10-year wedding anniversary, but this time
Aw.
with kids.
We got a few options here, so we can
Does it up my charisma?
Right now it pops.
Isn't it talks,
And
man?
it talks. And it's
I'd rather have can I have the number instead. Well, it doesn't. Colin's less annoying, and it makes shit laugh.
no, this is your hand. This is your family's ancestral sword.
Yeah.
Is it my dad?
It's very important, and it will let you know that. Of course it talks. Get it to shut up is the problem.
Swear to God, if I try to sneak and it talks while I'm sneaking, break
You,
it.
you, what you need to do is just shoot.
Wyatt was gonna say something.
Sorry.
We had a few options. Either try going to the Seekers Guild and seeing if the end of the bargain was held up. Probably not. We can go to where the halfling suggested for a rest, so we can get some back up some of our stuff.
Yeah, that
Or we can either raid the manor, kill the brother,
I'm not gonna kill them.
or we can go to the taxidermy place where the black orchid is hiding, and try and seeing if we can do something there and try and get some evidence of our innocence. Or we can go steal a flying ship and get out of Dodge.
See, like, here's the thing: we're innocent from the crime we didn't commit, but we did murder people. So
Hey,
we are not.
You
innocent
all
here.
are criminals.
You're still complicit in the crime.
I knocked out guards. They can back me up. But we do have a few
This guy,
options.
no, this guy only knocked me out, and I'm only upset that he knocked me out. I don't want anything else to happen.
head smooth.
Freaking.
There's there's insults.
Splinter killed outline on the wall of the man's body.
And piss.
And piss.
So I say let's put it to a vote. What you guys, half you guys want to take?
I want to go back to the man and grab my stuff.
Okay, so we sneak into the manor as one vote.
I like the Caldera idea to at least like do stuff. At the very least, that'll get us out of this place and put us in a position where we can at least have time to think about what we're going to do next. That's my opinion.
Technically day, so you probably still right
Oh,
now
I know.
anyways.
Yeah.
I think I vote for Caldera to rest for a bit and actually formulate a plan.
Yeah.
Without possible guards.
Or we were talking to get off the planet.
Well, that's the thing I like about like going to the Caldera and potentially getting like, we go there, get maybe even get them to give us some kind of supplies, and then we can get better direction as to what we want to do. Want to just freaking get out of Dodge. From there, we can probably get information
You know what we
on
want
a
to do.
ship.
Are they gonna fully
We need
kit
the
us
wrong
out
stuff.
with our
yes.
armor
I'm
and
just
our
saying,
weapons?
like, we can't stay here planning what we're gonna do because the guards are gonna be coming.
Agreed.
Hold on. I don't think they actually heard you. She asked it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
She was asking you guys a question.
What
What was your
that?
question?
I agree with going to the Caldera to get like a moment to recoup and think without being in danger, but is the Caldera going to outfit us with full armor and weapons? And
Doubt it. But
doubt it. Like
Yeah.
we need to get. I think we do need to make an attempt to get all of our stuff back before we go to the Caldera. I do think the Caldera is the next bet, though, because it's either going to give us a chance to recoup and do a concerted effort to clear our names, or it'll give us a chance to get off world and get some distance between this problem until we can tackle it properly. But I'm voting. Ravana's voting get our ship back before we go up to Caldera.
All right.
That's 3 votes for Caldera so far.
Yeah, but one of them has an
As a action
Yeah.
with it.
As an
she wants to go
go
and
here,
try to
get this.
get our gear first.
Yeah.
She wants what I want, is get our shit and then get out of town.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is,
Where her stuff is.
the only difference is one person's stuff is at the manor house, and the other person's stuff is hopefully is at the Seekers Guild.
Who could ever have known that being so untrusting would have paid off so terribly?
Yeah. Right? Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, you looked at like you're that's all. All right, so you guys, you have a couple people who have said we want to go straight to Caldera. We have a couple people who are like, hey, we want to go to Caldera, but after we get our stuff, and then we have a couple people I have not heard of what they want to do.
I mean,
one way or the other.
I have quite a bit of stuff at the manor.
So do I.
And within that are things that could help you guys as well. Yeah.
So you're thinking don't split the party, let's all go to the manor together and then I'll go to the Seekers?
Well, then we'll go to the Caldera and see about coming back to the Seekers Guild or whatever.
Why, how are we going to get out? Are we going to the manor and then you're going to come back to the Seekers? Or are we going straight to the Caldera and then just figure it out?
He's saying skip the
manor.
Seekers Guild, just go to the mansion, get y'all's stuff, forget Ravana's stuff, go to the Caldera.
To me that makes Ravana has nothing. We have at least have something. Ravana is basically an NPC at this point with a short sword.
They have the instrument that
Alright, I don't wanna
inherited
say
from my mother's. They have sentimental items of mine. We have to go back and get it at some point. Okay, maybe I can do magic without it. Fine. But we're gonna go back and get my stuff at some point, or I'm gonna go back and get my stuff at some point.
Are you okay with splitting up a little bit? At the very least, if someone goes with Ravana, they would have to be one of the either
They would have to be the
stealthy
lower
one,
sneak.
or someone that's at least the least conspicuous.
You're the least conspicuous. I'm the most sneaky, but I'm the most conspicuous since I've already been told. Yeah. No. I've already been told by the Seekers that they don't work with my race.
Yeah, the Seekers just straight up don't like you. But in general, like, to sneak around town and everything, I don't know how I'm going to get anywhere because
We're going to build a crater around you.
No.
Conrad can't
Or
creep.
go to the Warforged.
Yeah. I'm the one.
Conrad is the anti-creeper.
I cover you in leather,
Yes.
and then use my disguise kit to teach you to look like a above average.
So it sounds like
I will look like the grossest mannequin.
All right, so my question is, at this point, is the current plan, you guys are going to sneak back to the manor,
Mm-hmm.
find what stuff you can get at the manor, and then attempt to sneak out of town and head up to Caldera.
Yep.
Yes, I believe that is the plan.
All right, and when are you going to execute said plan?
Immediately.
Well, if we do it,
Immediately, I guess.
well, we can't wait till night.
you can't wait till night.
We have
The only way we can wait till night is if we take this boat and go out of the town and try and hide someplace else.
I think we should try and sneak to the mansion on foot and then because they're not going to be looking for us that way, right? We escaped on boat. They're probably they're checking waterways.
We can try.
Can we have, what is the DM? What is the route to the Caldera? Do we already know this or we would have to look that up?
There's a road.
I was gonna say, Mizuki probably knows that it's the other town that's just, there's a road, there's a trail, or probably actually a road that goes between. And Mizuki can also tell you, 'cause it's probably fairly common knowledge for somebody from around here, she is, Caldera is like, basically, it's a separate city that it's allied to Sassurin, but it's not a subject city. But it is probably one in the grand scheme of things that a lot of times probably does kowtow a little bit, because the only port is Sassurin. Like Caldera, like anything that Caldera needs shipped in and out has to come through there. So, but it is its own.
Yeah, that's something else we have to consider, you guys. We have to come back into the port to escape the city.
That's only if we have a boat then.
Well, we already have a little boat. But I would assume that we don't even know who we're going to make friends with. We just think the lady has friends and family in Caldera that we will seek out and maybe they will help us in some way. But I think all we can expect is shelter and secrecy. I don't think we can expect anything else on top of that unless we really schmooze and blah blah blah. So it really will be going there just to recoup before we come back in with a plan to get my stuff and then get out of time.
I'm gonna get your stuff. Don't worry about it.
Whatever we do, can I grab like at least somewhat hide myself?
He's super warm.
I was gonna say, like a cloak.
Oh, got a couple eye holes in it.
A cloak, a sheet, a
I mean,
blanket,
he's like
something.
blanket. I just look at a kid with a kid.
Right.
I don't know. I was just thinking you said sheet. I heard like sheet. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, I was thinking it's like you threw a sheet
I love
over
how
a couple
everyone
eye
had
holes.
I love how everyone had a different idea when I said that. That's
Yes, we're gonna put some sheets over you, and then we're gonna put you in a basket of a bike, and I'm gonna pedal you around town.
Oh,
as the music swells cinematically.
That's kind of was like it's like the sun's like rocking into the sheet.
Yeah.
Like
just
it only worked.
I
It only
need
worked in
some-
that movie because it was
Yeah.
Halloween.
I just need something to cover me at least somewhat, so that I wouldn't be as easily noticed.
Yeah, that's because they coexist in the same universe.
If I can find some fleece, I can cast minor illusion on you. Maybe?
Please.
Oh, the fleece I gave. That could
Oh,
probably
you gave? I can have that?
yeah.
Okay.
This is basically wool.
Yeah.
This is basically wool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that would be good. So that,
I think
The only issue with minor illusion, it's a 5-foot cube. You're bigger than 5 feet, huh?
no, that's
No, he's a medium, so
that would-
I am a medium creature.
So
But
5 by 5 would be fine.
5 foot cube,
Medium
in
size.
volume. It's
Yeah,
still
okay.
covering.
I was thinking you were 6 foot.
Yeah. No, I am tall.
Squat. You just squat.
Yeah, I'll just squat.
Okay.
do not.
All right, then yeah, I can make you look like a human
Yeah,
walking by.
Make it look like a person.
I don't feel comfortable leaving without her having any gear.
Yeah.
So I think
I just don't have any armor is my biggest concern,
I
and my
think
mom's
if
instruments.
you guys get into the manor. Don't forget my stuff.
here's the thing. I can finish. Oh, go ahead.
Don't forget my stuff. I'll sneak into the Seekers Guild, steal her stuff back, and then we'll come up with a rendezvous point to meet back up.
Right? We can do that, but she did bring something that is extremely valuable, a magic item that we can sell to get armor and things.
It's still not going to replace the sentimental item or my arcane focus.
I agree. Because there are very sentimental things of mine that are still here that I need to come back and get. But as of right now, getting out of here and not being recaptured is probably more important.
I can set something on fire. You can set something on fire.
Yes.
We created a set the church on fire.
A church.
And all the guards will be drawn to that. We'll have time to go to the Seekers Guild. And
That's not a bad idea. That's really not a bad idea, especially if we know we're setting on fire on a non-holy day.
no, not even that.
Just set something on
Go
fire.
down to the docks and set some of the boats on fire. Something.
But something that's like, but no, he's on a good point though. That if you set something like random merchanty on fire, no one's gonna care but the merchant. If you set something that's important to a lot of people, like a church on fire, like a holy center or a government building on fire, but then we're just getting ourselves into more crime and actually adding more crimes to our name in order to clear our name.
Pirates.
So maybe that's not a good idea.
Pirates, though. I've never seen a pirate without a necklace.
Well, see, I am a pirate, so of course I lean towards these things, but I do recognize. All right, Scalder, you are not okay with us going to the Seekers Guild right now? You have things in the Seekers Guild also?
You know where an empty building is.
I would know where an empty but important building.
I don't know where an empty building is, except the mansion.
I think he was asking Jordan that.
Yes.
He was addressing
Mizuki.
Sorry.
Or I could break into the guild and then set the guild on fire.
Or set like building adjacent on fire, so if anyone is in the building, they wouldn't get hurt.
Yes.
Like if you set the church garden on fire,
If you need something important enough to draw out
the guards.
the guards away from anywhere.
But also remember that the town has districts. So each district's guards are responsible for and responsible for that district.
Yeah, that's why we set the fire up in our district.
Yeah,
So all that district's guards are
So the Azure District.
that where
yes.
yes. Azure district.
Okay.
The bank is basically Castle Tarak. Oh, that's the name. That's where all the nobles keep their wealth. Yes, and it's on an island.
Shit.
You guys escaped from it earlier today.
I know. I didn't. Okay, but somebody wants to bring that
Not to the
Not the Castle
Castle
Tarak. No, she wants to go to the Seekers.
in. She said we should bring back in.
She wants to go to the Seekers Lounge to get her stuff.
The Seeker's Lounge.
Honestly, she seems like she's almost. It seems like she is almost resigned to the loss of her stuff, though. At the same time,
We can come back and get it.
Like you're not happy about it, but you're almost resigned to the loss of your stuff.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So I mean, if
Hold
we
on.
can go straight to the caldera and
I mean,
I got
except for the glaive. Well, no, that's a lie. I have other stuff in my backpack that I would want, like that scroll.
All right. In the meantime,
Okay.
where is Ravana at this point? Is she still on the roof, or did she come back down?
We said that we came back down to discuss all this, and I have been discussing, so I've not been on the roof to keep watch. But yeah, I'm nervous about it.
All right. While you guys continue your discussion, Ravana,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you you feel like you are pulled from this realm into a realm of cold, expansive darkness. A chilling voice that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere says to you, child of loss, you have accepted yet another loss. You have grown in a way that those who have not lost cannot know. For this, I am pleased. You will now go forth, and you will teach those who refuse to accept the importance of loss in their life, the folly of their hubris. And then you are suddenly kind of like snapped back to where you're at.
All right, guys, let's go to the caldera.
All right.
clock, we can come back tonight and try and get your stuff.
Doesn't matter.
You got your important sword that
Yeah.
speaks.
You have to look.
That sounds like it is saying that it's the only one that's important.
See, this is the problem with enchanted swords. They all think they're the shit. And then they all come with some evil cost. See?
I can enchant weapons and stuff.
Can you enchant this one not to talk?
That's already done. Like I'd have to seriously train, and especially since it has its own personality. That thing there is
Does it have any ideas?
way outside of
You got any ideas? It's been out of the scabbard.
Oh, I thought you said you put it back in.
No, he
No,
was
he's not
right.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, he never.
That's why it was mumbling. 'Cause I thought it was in the scabbard.
No,
Oh, in that case, it was like, I am a very important sword. Pinocchio over there recognizes greatness when he sees it. Do I have any ideas? Of course, I have ideas.
You know-
Take me back to where I belong.
Where do you belong?
Back at the family house, at the family manor, from which you snatched me.
Yeah.
Like I was a common coin from a peasant's peddler's pack.
Why were you left out like a common coin in a peasant's
No,
pack?
you know, you went into your father's
okay.
I'm his only living child. I inherited it.
You know you're arguing with a sword.
Yeah.
You arguing with it makes it heal.
Like I'm gonna argue with a robot. Sorry, sorry. Let's get back.
Let's go, and you guys can continue this argument later.
Okay, so I'm assuming the plan is
Pinocchio
to go to Caldera
Yes. Now.
I
now.
think we're still running by the mansion. Do we still want to do that?
I think
Or
we're
no?
coming back later tonight.
I think we're coming back
Yeah,
later.
we'll come back later.
We're doing all that later? Okay.
Hold on.
Wait, no, I want you to understand it. Caldera's not just like a.
It's like 3 days away.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like it's like a block down the street or whatever. It's a different. City.
Yeah.
It's a trek.
So then we're going to the mansion, and then
It's
we're
not like
going
you're
to-
leaving. You're not like if you sneak out of town and you walk to Caldera. You're not just gonna. Oh, we got to Caldera. Now we'll come back. It's not like you're on a car driving for an hour down to Denver, hanging out for a little bit, coming back.
No, I was definitely envisioning like we're hitting the road with nothing on us and we're hiking, trekking, foraging like to get to Caldera.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
It would be a couple days to get there. You hang out for however long you want to hang out, and then it'd be a couple days back.
Okay,
Yeah.
Does the lady have horses?
No, who can get horses with what money?
I said, would the lady have horses?
I think he's thinking he was raid the lady's stable.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
She had horses.
Okay, so
Because again, this is kind of a jungly.
are we still wanting to trek to Caldera and then come back later? Or do we want to
Mansion, bingo.
raid the mansion and maybe and possibly the Seekers Guild?
I think the Seekers Guild has been.
Yeah, that's out of the
Oh,
question now.
mixed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, her God loves her now because she lost all of
Pretty sure she has a pact with
Char.
a demon,
Freaking
not,
saloon.
not a god.
One of those gods that make you lose all your shit.
Yeah, so I
This is,
think-
I like it when you suffer.
Char.
Wait,
All right, so we can go to the manor. If you can point out a building close around there, if something starts to happen in the manor, I'll set that building on fire.
It's a good idea.
All right.
Maybe after we get our stuff.
wait a minute.
But that's also destroying Our Lady's house, so maybe not.
Lost. My vision is of lost things being found. Can I find your stuff? Is it lost?
I think there's a difference between lost and loss.
Lost implies you can't get it back.
It's not lost. We know approximately where it is.
Well, whatever happens, we need to leave. Like, quickly.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
So
let's
we're
go,
gonna
let's go.
Try to get our stuff.
I cast minor illusion on Conrad before he leaves. He looks like my cousin.
All right. It looks like your cousin. So you look like a Gith Yankee.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Cousin,
I thought we were gonna say
Very,
human.
A very
Cousin-
plain distinct.
cousin Steve.
Steve.
But-
I would look and be like, oh, they're related.
Well, before we leave, I'm gonna cover all my scales with just soot, try to get it to stay. I know it's not gonna be very good, but
Why would there be a fire in Mizuki?
Like a
chimney?
Fireplace.
Fireplace. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Or
gotcha.
a heart.
All right.
so I'm trying to disguise myself a little. I know that there's not very many dragonborns, but if I can't be gold,
I understand what you're trying to do.
yeah.
I need all of you to make me a D20 roll. Just a straight roll.
All right. Be good for me tonight. That's very good.
Doesn't matter, but it's a natural 20.
Who has low?
I have an 8.
How about 13?
All right, hold on. Yes,
Out of 4.
got a 4. Logan, what'd you get?
13.
13.
19.
15.
Excellent.
I heard 8.
Yeah.
I heard 20.
14.
14.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to let Mizuki reroll.
All right.
Oh, that was much better. Thanks, Oliver. 17.
17. All right. As you're finishing up, putting on the ashes and everything, and you guys are getting ready to head out to however you can do it. The little bell that for the door jingles as it opens, and somebody walks in because her ladyship Rowan, Kalani wishes to custom at this location. And this
Treat.
What's
Just
the
shop.
shop?
Okay. Okay.
she's and then the individual it's like so basically there's a little thin man there, older.
The noble wants to come in and shop.
Who is the proprietor of this establishment?
That's me.
Ah, the lady, Rowani, or Rowan, Kalani, Rowan, not Rowan,
Rowan.
Rowan, Kalani, and she steps in and she peruses. She looks at a couple things and she goes, "A few days ago, a good friend of mine, Lady Lavina Vanderborn, was in here and she managed to find a prismatic orchid, which was just impossible to find. And I have heard, and she told me that if there was something unique and that was nobody else in town would have, that this was the place to come. What would you have that would pique my interest?"
I think I have just the thing for you, Lady Thorn.
Okay,
I'm just gonna go into like the shelves.
right,
I'm just gonna rummage around
right.
and is going to find the perfect item for Lady Thorn. Whatever that may be.
Oh, all right. So you're just
Find an
gonna
odd, out of place trinket.
Yeah, like
just
just
find an odd, out of place trinket.
just
Picks up a rascal.
so
This is the skull of the fourth rat.
you find whatever you find,
yeah.
and you bring it up, and she looks at it, and she's like, So that definitely is an interesting piece. How much would you be asking in the coin of the realm?
What a jipper though. Well,
Some outrageous price. She's rich.
that's
Oh, if you want, make it be your appraiser. We can buy her.
Pen gold?
Sorry. My client here is not out. She just got back from
10 crown. That does seem to be a very good price. Almost a desperate price. Maybe a price from people who are not looking to be. We're looking to evade capture.
She charge her up the ass. Then she's just mad that we're giving her.
He says. He looks at the Gerald, could you please wait outside? And he gives a protest machine. Right, he goes, now. And as he shuts the door, as he goes out and shuts the door, she reaches over and she slides your bolt shut. She goes, let's drop pretenses. I know who you are. And you, 6, you 5.5. She goes, you 6 have been a thorn in my side for several days now.
How so?
Art would be such a crude understatement. I have come to you with a proposition. Perhaps we can reach an accord.
What's this problem? The only accord I'm interested in is Honda.
Excellent vehicles.
You're not as clever as you think. Maybe you should let your sword negotiate.
You asked for it.
No, do not.
When I was in the 3rd grade, I threw it. Spend 30 minutes with this one, and then you'll tell me who's smart.
I see. So she's like, perhaps we can come to an accord. She's like, an associate of mine has very recently come into a very interesting document that talks about potentially locating a prize of some significance and value.
We told that associate.
Unfortunately, no. Though there are times I wish I could tell you yes.
Who's this associate?
Who do you think?
Is it Lord Vanderbar?
Yes.
You know he screwed his sister over, right?
And us.
Such things sometimes have to happen. As I was saying, this prize that could be of some value. I need some brave, somewhat foolhardy individuals to pursue it. And unfortunately, I do not have anybody in my organization that I can spare at this critical point. However, I feel like, given the very recent events, that the 6 of you might be just the right people for the job.
Why are you all of a sudden now trying to help us? That hit on our friend.
Had to kill me.
You were asking the wrong questions.
Who's trying to kill my friend?
No, that's why I was
just
just tell
asking.
him that he was asking the wrong questions.
He was
Oh, that's why you got that mark.
That's why he got marked.
We're gonna need some assurance that you won't stab us in the back.
Of course she's gonna try and stab us in the back.
Of course I'm going to try to stab you in the back. But I expect
Until we get out of town. And we need
But
our gear back.
I expect that you were going to attempt to betray me at your earliest convenience.
Well, yeah, you're the bad.
And I feel the same about you.
Can you help us get our stuff back, and then maybe we can help you,
Or
Let's say it, love
replace.
or replace our stuff?
Well, the
help.
stuff that is at Vanthus's manor, I can have brought to any location, almost any location in the city within an hour. The stuff that was confiscated by the watch,
She's not attached to it anymore. We only care about the stuff.
that would be much more difficult. My proposition is, I provide you with a ship.
Shipper.
We're listening.
No, she just said
Okay.
Hold on.
We're listening.
Ship.
Okay.
We have recently recovered a helm. So you install the helm on the ship.
Okay.
We put we hire a couple of my crew to help assure things remain. Yes, it's a good word. Thank you. And you go about your business of trying to recover said treasure. And for your freedom, and for a promise that as long as you are on this mission, that you will not be molested by members of the Lotus. I get 25%.
After our take, yeah. We're gonna split it
No.
6 ways, and you can have the 25% that's left over.
No. You guys split 75% however you wish.
Okay.
Okay, with the option to buy the ship out from you in the future.
The ship is
I think she cares about the ship. We recovered the helm. She probably does not give a damn about the ship. Besides that, her men are on it, we're on it, and we're getting.
Well, then there's going to be a way.
No, I understand.
she's like the ship is we can discuss the fate of the ship if and when you return to Sassurin with the items in question.
What do you need? What do you need us to get?
Yeah.
Really? The treasure that we found on the map?
Oh.
that Our Lady's brother now has that she just came into knowledge of?
It's like essentially it's like Blackbeard's treasure.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We were gonna go looking for it anyways.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole reason why you guys were trying to get a helm
Yeah, you know,
to put on the Blue Nixie.
I lost everything for a minute.
Okay, I mean, I'm in for it. We get our
Deal.
She's like, absolutely. I will have my men have the gear from Vanderborn Manor on the Nixie within an hour. All you have to do is make sure you arrive at whatever dock 9, whatever the dock goes.
How do we get there?
I'm sure we
Get
know.
there.
Yeah, but we're blind.
Exactly how we get there.
This is hang on, so that will be your interview process. if you make it to the ship, then I have chosen right, and you are worthy of the job.
What do you know about my sword? Spoke of it. You know it's hot.
It was talking. She just heard it talking, so she didn't know anything other than it was talking.
So, does this have to be no one sees us, or just no one alive saw us?
I don't think she
You
cares.
just make it.
I don't even think she cares if people see us. She just need to be on that boat by the time it leaves.
But
In
you
an
just-
hour.
you have an hour to get to the
An
boat.
hour.
That's the deadline.
I say we hop back in our boat and we just take it down to the dock.
We can try.
She goes, in 1 hour, at the docks, and you'll meet my man. I think you're familiar with him.
Oh, God, this asshole. How did I beat up?
The guy
Then
that
he
locked
got
us
away.
in there.
No, we
No,
let him
then
go.
we
We let him go.
No, not Shefton Ross.
Oh,
Okay.
No, no,
Freaking.
Solar Vark.
Yeah, him.
That douchebag.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry.
Guys,
He can have an accident.
so he's coming off the helm of the bow of the ship. Accidentally, right?
Oh no, we were all under bed. I forgot to turn the gravity. Floats on. I fell and tripped into the helm. Oh no, I turned the wheel too fast.
All right.
I tripped and my sword just went right through his heart. I don't know what happened.
You haven't
Anyway, she goes.
I will
She
just
goes-
kill him.
As she gets ready to leave, she goes, one last thing. I do hope that in the future you do manage your affairs with a little bit more finesse and cunning than you have so far.
You and me both.
We thrive in chaos.
I'm
So-
losing my feathers right now.
I'm gonna hold up the emerald and like. Did I?
Get in there? No. We've already agreed. We're gonna get on the boat, and we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
I was gonna throw the emerald out, break it so the water element's going up behind her.
Why? I mean, that was great for if we're trying to escape.
Oh, that
To
actually
be a
would
dick.
Yeah, but also that would be a distraction.
It is a good distraction. We can use it.
It's an emerald. That was the earth emerald.
Well, okay. Yellow diamond was our.
Oh, well, then that's what it is. It's an earth element.
Yes.
I thought that was emerald. I was doing green, earth,
Yeah.
blues, water,
Yeah.
clears, air,
Diamonds, electricity.
and all that. You guys
So
got
yes.
something to do real quick? I use the restroom again.
Jesus.
He's old. Don't even. He said this BS the entire night.
You know what?
So, how are we going to sneak to this ship successfully, trying to predict what Jason's going to throw at us?
Well,
So, Kendall, really quick, just because I saw your Discord message. She came in pretending to be a client and then was basically like, I'm the leader of the Black Lotus. And I want you to do,
yeah.
and I
that's
want
the
you to
leader
do
of
this
Black
job
Lives.
for me.
Yeah, which is to
Wait,
find
so the lady who hired the brother that the brother works for
Yeah.
now wants to hire us?
Yeah.
find the treasure instead.
That's why she's gonna get us our gear from the mansion because she's the leader of the Black Lotus. She wants
And
us
we're
to go,
getting the blue Nixie.
and we're getting the
Maybe.
blue. No,
She just said
I'd
no
like-
shit.
well, she said the Nixie.
Yeah.
So we're
Oh,
getting,
she just said the Nixie, so it's going to make us look really suspicious.
but they're gonna put a space jammer helm on it, and we're gonna go to space, and we're gonna go find Blackbeard's treasure for her.
And we need to come up with a
And
cool name
Solar-
for our ship.
And Solar Bark is gonna be
No.
on the ship with us as her man, so he has to have an accident of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Not right away. Not right away. Not right.
Not
away.
right away, 'cause that's too fast, but soon enough, yeah.
Soon enough, he's gotta have a little accident. Go over the helm of the ship.
Because ultimately, we want to fuck over this lady and clear our names.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Now we have 1 hour to get to the ship.
And we have 1 hour to get
We have
to the
1
ship.
hour to get to the ship. Okay, so back to original. How do we do so? What is Stacy going to throw at us?
I think we take our little boat as far as we can. Like,
Can we have
go
hobs?
through any gates or something that guards are at.
Can we have hobs like even say like retro? I did some kind of secure thing, set up some sort of alert so that if the ship was tampered with while I was gone, we would know it was no longer safe.
I think we're fine.
We're probably fine.
I mean, you say that.
Honestly, like
And I mean,
It's a pretty obvious boat, I would think.
No, we debadged it.
it was like a little dinghy, really, and
Yeah.
we took like all the like emblems off of it, and
Okay.
it kind of like underneath the shop.
Yeah,
Okay.
they disguised the boat that we took from the guards.
So we disguised it and we hid it underneath the shop?
Yeah, it, like sticks out a little bit over the canal.
She has
Oh, okay. I didn't realize the shop was on a canal. Gotcha.
Biblically accurate pirate store. And that's what it looks like.
yeah.
Okay.
And there's parking for.
But everybody
small
knows what I'm
boats.
talking about.
Everyone knows stuff, but you know, also
Biblically accurate.
That sentence just hurt my head.
A biblically
yeah,
accurate
every
pirate
pirate
store.
Exactly.
But the
And you know,
thing is,
like
you said
running
that-
water.
And it picked
Immediately
it up.
caught me here.
You know, like they can't cross running water, so like it's to
Vampires.
protect. No, they can't cross running water either.
But you're not Fae.
No, I'm not Fae.
You're just powered by Fae.
I just work with the Fae, sort of.
But your power can cost water.
You know, as far as we can before we have to do a guard checkpoint, then we get out of the boat and head for the dock.
All right, that's the plan.
That is our plan.
Yeah.
All right.
It is a plan. We'll see if it is plan A.
Secondary plan.
We're like Freddy
Shit goes
from
down.
Scooby-Doo.
You could throw that rock. And,
I mean, yeah.
and cause like a bunch of havoc somewhere while we kind of sneak past.
Yes, I can summon an earth elemental. And
but only one.
yeah,
All right.
that could be our distraction.
So she's like, have we come to an accord?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll take this mission.
Very well. And understand that while I do expect you to try to double cross me, if you do, it will not end well for you.
I got a feeling.
Perhaps.
All right,
But
get
you're-
off this rock.
but-
Let's go.
I'm sure that, or not, she goes, perhaps you have a 50-50 chance with me. But I'm sure that your clan would be interested to know where you are. And you have a 50-50.
I might say they got probably like a 33% chance, and I probably got like 70. Make that 100.
Yeah, I'm a feast.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
You take your 12%.
It's your 12%, and my 33% to get the 77. There's no way.
Kurt Angle not even gonna try. You give me his 33.
What's that? Who says that? That's the guy with the chainmail.
Yeah, Scott Steiner.
Yes. There was like something Stein.
Yeah, Scott Steiner's old. And he used to be a really smart guy before all the steroids.
Cocaine.
And cocaine.
All right, so the plan is to take the boat, kind of try to navigate the canals without being, spotted, recognized until you get to close to wherever the first gate that you have to cross that's manned by a guard. Then you're going to set sail and then try to sneak past the wall and into the outer harbor.
Yep.
Because remember,
As we cruise, can we all like super lounge about and like act very nonchalant? Like
Pull the boxes and make you stand in the boxes.
We can just make it so awkward for everyone to look in the boat.
I'll get
that
naked. Nobody will know. All right.
Pull out my cloaca.
We just make it look like a big orgy.
All right. So
Oh man.
I have no reproduction.
You're so right though. If it looks like we're having a completely grotesque party. You're like, oh god. But then everybody notices you too, which is the problem.
But they wouldn't see all of us. They would just see us.
okay.
And then we just see a weird pile of two gift Yankees, a Kenku, a bunny, a weirdly dull dragonborn.
All right.
Come back to this.
No, I do this all the time. I do this all the time.
She's an actor singer. That's
Yeah.
okay. I need each of you to make me a deception. Or sorry, I'll make it a lounge that you guys are drinking the boat. We're just kind of lounging, trying to keep the boat profile. This is more of a stealth, so we're gonna go ahead and say I need a dexterity check. You may use your stealth if you are proficient.
At least I don't have disadvantage.
18.
18.
This is more like what we expected.
Yeah. Like, this is what I expected. You know.
Jordan,
I got a 13.
13, 18.
Oh,
a natural one.
one.
A 10.
8.
An 8.
You can use your inspiration.
Dude, I think I need to use my inspiration. You're so right. Let's put that away. I'm using my inspiration. Let me grab a new die.
I found mine somewhere. I don't know where it went. Thank you.
It's not a 1.
All right.
I'm not gonna press it. Right.
Don't let me down.
You got this. You don't got
7 plus 1 is 8.
8. All right.
2 8s, 2 10s, and then 2 good ones.
Just for a second, my heart stopped though because that 7 looked like a 1.
I didn't want to say it like that.
And 2 failures and 4 failures.
Could I get advantage because she put that spell on me?
No. Nice try.
This looked like a very awkward gift Yankee.
Yeah.
This looked like an odd that he stood up beyond the 5-foot cube.
Beautiful. By the way, your gift Yankee from the top.
With a warlord head above it.
Yeah.
Like a gift Yankee.
Whatever it is.
Like wearing my head as a hat.
You actually, it looks like you are a warforged, and there's a drunk little gift Yankee carrying it around piggyback style.
So you guys are rolling through. You guys navigate the canals. You're trying to avoid like the more crowded. There's a lot of these are very crowded canals. There's a lot of boats going on and everything. And as you get close, unfortunately, there's just really no way to get into to Azure District, which is where you have to get in order to get to the seaward harbor, because the Azure District is the harbor district.
Yeah.
Now the inward side focuses more on the canal traffic, but the outward side is the actual seaport. That's where the Blue Nixie is. There is just no way to get there without passing within sight of Castle Arachne. And
They can't come out. Their gate's still open. They probably still.
so as you guys pass within Castle Arachne, and you guys are holding your breath, and it looks like you might actually make it, then all of a sudden, you hear a horn sound from one of the watchtowers. And then another one. And then you can't hear other than the horns and everything, but you can see a lot of activity running along the walls. And it looks like a couple people are pointing in your guys' general direction, even though you can't hear what they're saying, it's too far out. Luckily, you are also outside of crossbow range.
Row faster.
Hey,
I'll help with that.
Can I help with that?
Yeah, everybody can help with that.
He's in the water paddling.
Go for all our
I want to. Would that be? What heck would that be?
I don't know, you gotta tell me what you're trying to do.
No, rowing.
Oh, that would be strength.
I want to use my dexterity
Okay.
on the stern to maneuver us like fastly and be able to nibble us between other boats and stuff. Hard.
You're trying to use you're gonna try to use the start, you're trying to maneuver the boat through the other boats.
Yeah.
Kind of like blend in with the crowd.
Not, and also just try to get through without having to sit behind another boat.
Can I?
Okay. All right. I got what you're doing. Yes, what was that?
Can I go to the steering oar and try and like?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, sorry, that's what you're doing. Sorry, shit. Then could I be at the prow of this ship, yelling directions of where he should
So you're gonna
navigate the boat?
you're gonna try to
She's gonna be the boatswain.
You're gonna be the
Yeah.
boatswain. Okay, you're gonna be the boatswain. You're gonna row. You're gonna row. You're gonna row.
I'm gonna row.
You're gonna row. All right. I need for the rowers. I need strength checks. For the navigator, I need a wisdom check. For the rudder man, I need a dex check.
Do I do the 19 and the 1 dice, or do I do the?
For being a straight roll, that's not terrible.
We gotta- All right.
Can I use my proficiency bonus because I'm proficient with water vehicles?
Yes,
Okay.
you sure can.
I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll mine. Mine's only a 7.
All right.
Natural 20.
All right.
So you still take 7.
Yeah, I still take the 7. It was a 5.
All right. Jordan, what'd you get?
I got a 14.
14 on your row. You got a 7 on your row. You got a natural 20 on your row. And what'd you get?
13.
13 on your row. Okay. You guys start rowing, and you two must be on one side, and you've picked up the pace and got it going.
And you're just kind of going through.
And no, because even though Hobbs is having a difficulty trying to figure out how to get the row, the time.
He's big on the pace.
He's like, I got one to meet you.
A literal machine.
I'm right behind him, so like all the water's just like in my face. Like
He's doing the whole like almost kayak.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's an artist, he's actually mended the 2 oars together and he uses them as like a spinning wheel.
Anyway, he's keeping pace.
14.
14. What was your roll?
Could I? It was 14 on the die. Could I perhaps argue that I could use my survival skills to help adjust to the water and the changing in rowing?
My thought was that you were trying to pick the best path, right?
Yes. Yes. And I'm thinking my survival skill is more in terms of navigating. So I was just wondering if I mean, my survival is less like out in the woods survival and more sailing survival. So I was wondering if I could use my survival for that. Totally okay if not. I rolled a 14 on the die.
Do you have navigation?
I have navigator's tools, but I don't have my tools on me because.
Yeah, but you still have. So the tools are the tools, but the way I look at it is you're actually trained in the art of navigation.
Yes.
So the fact that there's tools for it is like I won't rarely ever say navigator's tools. I'm gonna say navigation. It's like herbalism or brewing or whatever, because there's a skill that goes with that. So I would say your navigation, you could apply that bonus to.
Yay! Then in that case, it's an 18 total.
18. All right.
Thank you.
You're part of rowing.
I'm part of rowing.
I was gonna wait. Logan had her 14, but I didn't know if that was on the dice or if that was modified. So I have to. But we're gonna assume that that's gonna be. That was even if it did it, I was gonna give him a +2 because of your successful navigating skills allowed him to maneuver well through. So you guys are definitely picking up the pace and moving. So while there is more, horns, that we're sounding, and the horns carry for quite a ways.
Well, yeah.
They're not like and everything. You're able to get within a couple minutes. You're able to get within and hit land. Like you're able to find a dock. You're just like, hey, we're just gonna take that dock and land at it and everything.
Now we're going to.
And then you guys are now getting out and are trying to make your way through the city.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Toward the wall. All right. It takes a little. I mean, since you guys aren't going to take the straight path, I assume you guys wind through some alleys.
Take the dark corners where we can.
Yeah, and when you can, you probably actually try to do your best to blend. Like if you're in a crowd, you're like, okay, let's get in a big crowd, not like a couple people crowd. And you get to the get through, and you have reached the wall. But since you're avoiding the gate that goes through the wall.
Well, we have to go through a gate at one point. We would know that.
I assume you're going to try to climb the wall.
How tall is the wall?
Like 15.
I probably want to avoid the gate because the gate probably has guards.
Yes.
Is there any section of the wall that has a copse of trees near it?
I mean, someone
Probably not. I mean,
Is it all canal?
Are we closing that gate?
Well, all right. So you guys, basically, what happened is you guys, between they rolled and what she rolled, and then she rolled high enough to give you a bonus to your roll, which I assume is going to be good. I didn't know if you told me 14, but I didn't know if that was modified.
I didn't. You didn't tell me I could modify it. Modify with abromatics.
You would just be on it.
Sleight of hand.
But she rolled high enough that in your direction giving that I gave you a +2.
Okay.
But which would have you told me it was a 14 +2 is 16, which made it well enough that you guys were able to get to the to a dock fairly quickly. You got out and you guys navigated through the city without the little bit of town without being so far without seeming to draw any attention. And then you're at the you're at the wall, and so now the discussion is: are you going to head down to the gate, try to sneak through the gate, or are you going to try to climb the wall, or are you going to try to do something else?
Here's where we summon the water, earth elemental.
I know, right? How my only thing is, if it were that easy to climb over the city walls, the walls are being watched, right?
And as much as people are
Or are there unwatched areas of the wall where we could scale 15 feet from our boat?
I've done it before.
Well, the wall is more just a barrier to make people go around.
Seawater?
It's not necessarily like a castle wall that has defenses and stuff on top.
Yeah, think about it. Most of the time the city walls. I mean, they were there.
It's just a physical barrier.
Well, the thing is, it was more designed to make you go through the gate so that they can collect taxes.
Yeah.
because you got to pay the fee to get in.
Well, I mean, I know that, but that's how it starts. But then it evolves into, well, we're watching because people are going to scale the walls to try and avoid paying taxes. So I just wanted to make sure that we're going to find an unwatched area of the wall before we attempt scaling, because that's something we would often attempt to do without clarifying first.
True. Yeah, I mean, I'm
Found that, or even finding like maybe like a drainage grate in the wall or something where water runs out.
not sure if we'll find that.
Can I inspect the top of the wall and see if there are any cards up there at this time?
So you're gonna do the whole. You're gonna follow Ravana's and say, "Hey, can we see?" No, this isn't like this is. If they're gonna be watching, they're gonna be watching from like corner towers.
Mm-hmm.
They probably only patrol the wall if they feel like there's a reason. If there's barbarian dragonborn coming out of the jungle to attack, then they probably guard the wall. If there's not, they probably don't, because like at that point they're only trying to tax merchants and stuff who are coming in with wagons and everything. Honestly, to kind of go with Kendall's thing, the average individual who's just like, hey, I want to sneak into the city or whatever to avoid paying a fee, they're probably not too worried about that guy. I mean, if they catch him, okay, you'll get in trouble. But most people are happy to pay the small fee to come in through the gate.
Yeah.
The people who are sneaking in and out over the wall, they're not necessarily too.
Got that rope.
She doesn't.
No, she got a rope.
I got a
Yeah,
rope.
she got the rope.
But I thought the rope was only like.
No, it's 50 feet.
So 50 feet of rope.
It's 50 feet of
A silken rope.
rope.
Using my rabbit hop, I can hop top the wall with the rope.
Then tie it off, and then it'll make it easier
Anyone else
for
need?
everyone else
She
to
can
climb up.
starlight step to the top of the wall and rough the rope.
Sure.
That's true too.
We have two options to get stuff.
I'd say the command word, rope control.
Yeah, we have a few options.
We have a few options.
Can the rope tie people up? Like, throw it out. It won't, like,
Your Starlight
No, it's
has
not.
how many uses per day?
I can use it twice.
And you used it twice already.
Yes.
I have.
Yeah, I have
I do not have Starlight Step right now.
I have one rabbit hop left for my day.
Or I can just boost you.
Or he can do that.
Or
Either
you
way.
can use the command word, set the rope of climbing up.
Yeah.
Can she just
Okay.
right now still?
Huh?
It's a rope of climbing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's its job.
Okay.
Its job is to go up there and
Oh, that
Yeah.
like we had like a spell command word or something.
No,
No,
it's
no.
just
Yeah.
it's just a rope. That's what it
Oh,
does.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
any of those options would work. Okay, so which one would you like? Would you like to rabbit hop? Would you like to boost, or would you like to use your rope of climbing?
Let's use my rope of climbing, and I'll just say the
Well-
command word.
It's probably like I'm like, oh fuck. Alright, come on, get ready. Oh shit.
Sculder was unprepared, and then you just saw the rope go.
Score's over there. Hop is getting ready to run at him, and then as he's running, rope.
Rope goes up.
The rope just goes up.
Okay, so the rope goes up, and who's going up first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'll go second.
Okay. Go second. All
I
right.
helped Sculder get up last time. I feel really confident.
Ravana goes up second. Who's going up third?
you can go. I'll go after you.
Third. Fourth.
I'm going last.
I'll go.
All right. And then you.
Mostly because I don't want to fall on anybody.
Fair.
If I do fall.
All right. Yes.
Can I see if there's any other guards on the other side of the wall before we drop down? Or is it pretty empty?
No, I mean, no, there's people. I mean, they're probably not paying attention to the wall, but I mean, it's daytime. This is still part of the city. It's just it's the ward district, or the wharf district. So this is where the longshoremen are unloading the ships that have come in either from spelljamming or from other parts on the actual rock. From other.
It seems like everyone's probably busy with their day.
Everybody's probably busy with their day. So you guys managed to get down. You have the rope. Go down, find it down, not a problem. Cover the rope. And start making your way through toward
Fuck not.
Dock 9.
Alright. Alright, so going, anything starts to happen, throw this gem, it will break, conjure an earth elemental that will cause a ruckus, as I'll be in command of it for a little while.
For a little while.
So
All right, so you guys,
Just a little while.
let's walk casually towards Dock 9.
all right, so you guys are walking casually toward Dock 9. Yeah, at the edge of the, as you get to the edge of the wharf, and there is the Blue Nixies, still where it was when you guys managed to crash it into the thing. I'm just pushed off a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can see where a few of the planks have been started to be repaired, but it hasn't been completely repaired yet. It's only been a couple days. And then down at where the gangplank is, you can see a dark, worthy, sneering brute of a man. You recognize him from when you first got on the Blue Nixie. The guy who jumped overboard and was rowing away.
He's not gonna be happy. Smart one.
And he's standing there waiting, just kind of waiting. And at that point, as you guys start to head down, a familiar voice comes out behind you, goes, "Where do you think you guys are going? Where do you think you guys are going?" Captain Joelle.
I think.
But she's by herself.
Oh.
And she's like,
Wait, we recognize her? You said?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
She's not.
Captain Terwell.
We're going somewhere where you won't need to worry about it.
"Are you?
Yes.
All right."
We're getting out of your hair, and I'm very sorry for all the knots.
By knots, we mean all of them. But you will have a letter coming to you soon.
Did you write it?
No?
Well,
I'm allowed to write.
Hang on, Chills. Will I be happy to see it?
Depends on what your definition of happy is. I mean, if I were the one reading it,
I recommend. Or she goes, "I recommend that you not come back to Sassoon ever."
there you go. This piece of shit rocks.
Don't.
And then she goes, and she starts to turn around, right? And she goes, and then she stops. She goes, "I hear that the Rock of Shard is very nice this time of
What's the rocket shot?
rock, right?
Yeah.
The Rock of is what they named the asteroids.
Yeah.
So like the Rock of Shard, and almost all the asteroids are named after the largest city / port.
Oh, so there's shit. I thought you were just being like, look at. I said the rocket shot. You looked at me like I'm fucking stupid. I'm like, yeah. So what's so important about this rock?
No, it's the Rock of. It's like this is the Rock of Sassoon. So he's like, "I hear the Rock of Shard is lovely this time of year or this season or whatever time of year." And then she turns and then she goes, as she's walking away, she goes, "But I would hurry because I'm sure my men will be racing or will be rushing here. You were spotted on the water."
And if I were you, I'd look under.
I'm running.
I'm
I'm
shouting
running.
at her. I'd say, I'd look under the taxidermist.
If she her duty does not acknowledge.
She probably did, but I'm running. I'm just running just to where the boat is.
Yeah, I'm also running.
Wait. So I know he runs like this.
Yes.
You're running.
Trying to pick myself up. Come on, Weeze!
Like maybe you should get a little air.
And we all know that Sushi runs like this.
Yes.
No, that's actually the monk.
She's the anime character. I don't run like this.
That the Naruto runs.
The Naruto anime character.
All right.
Run like you're breaking into signs off.
Actually, no. My plan for
Have
my
you seen
character.
all that
I'm
stuff?
running like Silk Road.
I was gonna say you're a rat. You're
You're a vermin.
run like
You run in a zigzag pattern and then freeze in the middle of the road. Court.
Why does that sound
You ever see that
to me?
that are the drivers? Have you seen that one? Because the best part of that is there's two cars at opposite stop signs
And
there's
two deer.
and the deer and they're just like they won't move.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I know.
I was like, that was classic.
Yeah, no.
Frozen. All right, as you guys get to the Nixie, Solar Mark is like he's looking at the the sun and he's like, you lot are cutting it close. You might want to get on and shove off.
I'm getting on the boat. I'm just
Oh,
like,
haste!
I'm on a board. All aboard!
Where's our stuff?
It was brought on a few minutes ago per Lady Lotus's direction.
Her name is Lady Lotus?
That's what they call
that's what they
her.
call her.
It doesn't mean it's her name necessarily.
Oh,
They're
I know
not
her
gonna
name.
call
I
her
know
by
her
her-
name. I didn't know she went by Lady Lotus.
They're not gonna call her by her full government as the leader of a criminal organization.
Well, especially since the
Sally Ann.
She's probably not her.
The Kalani's are the Kalani's as maybe this. Well, they definitely know that she's.
Are they over the table?
She's she's definitely a noble woman,
Yeah.
right? Because she came in. The guy said the lady, and she had a servant open the door. She also said that she was friends with Lady Lavina, which is a noble woman.
Mm-hmm.
So Lady Lavina, the Vanderborns weren't important enough to be on the ruling council.
Is her family on the ruling council?
The Kalani's are on the ruling council. As the last of you gets on, Barks has and a couple of the guys pull the game plank. They're pulling the game plank back or whatever and everything, and then there's like I have a couple men, 3-4 guys there, and he was like, so which one of you are the captain of this boat?
Me.
He's like, what are your orders? What are your orders, Captain?
Start to make preparations to head out of port and aim for the first star on the left.
What? Never mind.
Not sure which. Ravana knows maybe the direction Blackbeard is heading. Kindle does not. So whatever Ravana knows as the direction to head towards our blah blah blah, that's the direction she gives.
That could be the rocket shark.
All right, so they're like, well, they start making the sails and backing out and everything. As they're packing up and everything, or they're doing their stuff. They start pointing to a couple of them. You do this. Like, can you help? Pull this rope, kind of things. And everything like that. As they, some of it is they have to manually push off and we get rowing. It's like, just, we need some help us row the boat back a little bit. Yeah. But as you guys get out and start heading out into sea, one of them like tells you like, does any of you know how to install the that? And they point to.
Oh, right. We got to install that first.
Yeah.
All right. Before we set sail, we need
Hold
to
on.
install the helm.
Yeah,
Hold on.
we should know how.
Yeah, all right, so you're gonna start working on it.
Yeah, I'm a shipwright. I'm able. I know generally. All this
All I
stuff.
need is
I
yes,
have
we'll
tools.
start working on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. You recognize right away. This is or your mentor, your master, his work. This helm.
Oh.
I mean, you recognize his. This is his handiwork.
This is his work.
Oh.
Craftsmanship.
I'm just gonna as I work on it, just ask someone nearby, do you guys know where you got this from? Just pull it off of something, or I'm gonna try not to give any inclination that I already know the maker of this.
And then from the forecastle, which under the forecastle, which is where the
captain's quarters are.
captain's quarters and stuff would be, a very very familiar voice goes, "It came from my parents' ship," and Lady Lavina shows
Where the hell you been, Loco?
and
And you just hear a muffle.
Fucking Twilight reference. God damn it.
so yeah, she says, "It came from my parents' ship."
Unity?
The one that went down.
Oh, the one that crashed in the ocean.
It was the one that was burned to the
Yeah.
water line, the Heron's Wake. Apparently, my parents had it commissioned for some kind of mission. So,
How'd you get roped into this? Your brother put you into jail.
Well,
Rich people jail.
rich people.
So you
she
probably got
says-
a bed in meals.
she said, "It did not." She says, "Unfortunately, unfortunately, there are some fortunately there are some benefits to being noble. It did not take long for me to be able to convince the other councilmen, the other members of the Dawn Council, that I was, shall we say, coerced into."
Oh, so you use us as scapegoats.
Yes, I do apologize.
I would have done the same thing.
But I was able to use that time to have Cora make some inquiries that you guys have mentioned to me. So I did find out that my parents had commissioned a new boat with a master boat builder from off-world.
Do you know your master's name?
I'm sure he does.
Garth.
Garth, gotcha. All right, well,
I'm sure.
I never wrote down
I didn't
his
write it down
name.
either.
We didn't even say a name yet. It says Garth.
Garth.
Last name Wayne.
Last name
Brooks.
No.
Last name Gaines. Garth Gaines.
There you go.
suppose it's a conspiracy.
Gaines like Chris
So-
Gaines. Garth
There's-
Brooks.
Garth Gaines, yeah. We got the reference.
I'll accept
Probably.
Gaines just because of the alliteration.
Garth Gaines. So it's
I
actually funny
remember,
about
I
that.
remember that stuff.
Actually, what's funny about that was Well, I had an interesting period in my life where I actually got to work as a writer for a wrestling promotion in Denver. And they only had a handful of people. They weren't even as good as people up here. Right? So one of the guys that worked there, and I don't remember his real name, but he worked under 3 different masked characters. Oh. So you didn't ever see him wrestle unmasked.
Oh.
Right?
That's fun.
And he was always one of our enhancement talents. So one of his masked characters was a cowboy named Garth Gaines. And he was a singing cowboy, and every single show he got the guitar broken across his back. His own guitar, because he would always break it out like it was going to be a weapon, and then the other guy would take it from him, smack it over his back, it would break, and then.
See, there's only one wrestler I like, and that's Joey. He's so cool. I love him.
So, but this was back in the like late '90s, and every one of the guys that were out there, they were some kind of ripoff of a WCW or WWF. This is before they became the WWE. They were still the WWF wrestling. So like we had a big guy who was like all dark, and he was the coroner. And I was like, and I was sitting like, we can't do better than this, guys. Come on. But I did write for him for a while.
Hey, Warner is better than Kane, who was the dentist.
Isaac Yankum? Yes. I was one of Glenn Jacobs. Really was.
Still not as cool as the clowns. Doink.
So Garth Gaines is her contact on the ship, or who was Garth Gaines?
Garth Gaines is the name of his
master.
mentor /
Okay. All right, cool. Awesome. I do love the Conrad lore, by the way.
And
it's okay.
He was hired by Lady Vanderborn's parents to build a new ship called the Heron's Wake.
Okay, I missed that Garth Gaines was the off-world master shipbuilder.
Yeah,
I'm also pretty sure.
So this is the helm from the Heron's Wake.
Yeah,
they installed them.
Very cool.
And Garth, Master Garth.
I thought it was in Vietnam. They have like Saigon. Sounds almost exactly.
So you guys figure out what
He's putting the stuff on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want to get all my gear.
Okay.
There's no boats coming.
Nope. No boats are coming after you. Because you guys are sailing out into the open water.
Well, yeah. Basically, once this thing is fully installed and ready to rock,
once it's.
Wait. I want to check the condition of the ship.
It was in pretty rough condition. You said some planks were missing and stuff. Right?
Well, they were because you guys actually.
Yeah.
Some of them have been replaced. Some of them haven't.
Okay.
So you want to do that after?
After installing this thing.
It's gonna take a little bit to install the thing. All right. So here is the thing about helms, or at least in the way I. Yeah. All right. So the helm is the
Captain's chair.
No. Not the captain's chair.
The helmsman's chair.
It's
the wheel.
It's the wheel. The steel.
The helmsman.
The helmsman stands on it. And it's got like a little standing spot. You stand there and you hold the wheel. And then if you are a spellcaster, which means as long as you have one spell slot to your name, not like left, but I mean like
you have one.
You have the ability to cast spells.
A spell, not a cantrip. Spell. Mm-hmm. This is important for anybody who takes feats in the future. You may attune yourself to the helm. And while you are attuned to the helm, you are in control of the ship. Mm-hmm. As far as like you can make it go, you can drive it forward up to its maximum speed, and you can turn it. Now, there are some other positions that can available on the ship. One of them is the boatswain, also known as the bosun. Proper pronunciation.
Oh, it's not.
It is. It's bosun.
Bosun.
That's it.
One of us had 3 uncles in the Navy. I'm just saying.
Bosun's mate?
Okay.
Also very cheese.
If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. There's no, your uncle's being the Navy.
I grew up around on the Navy, and I know it's Bosun. I know how it's
They
also,
will tell you
it's
how
also
it's
like
said.
I called it
If
the
you go-
forecastle,
if you
but that's
go-
not how you say it. I would
Say
say,
folks.
yeah, forecastle. If you say forecastle in the Navy, they will laugh off the tip.
Yeah.
Folks.
Saying bosun.
It's just like
swing.
Worcester, it's not Worcestershire, even though it looks like Worcester.
Yeah.
Wash your sister sauce.
Bosun is only the leader of a naval ship.
Anyway, Bosun, that's the guy. Rowing.
The person in charge of steering
And calling the
and navigating.
All right. So in this case, the bosun is the person who can operate the sails, and they can increase the maneuverability of the ship. So whoever's doing the bosun work, they're the ones that like, hey, if the person's like, hey, we need to make a much sharper turn than what the wheel would do, because the person who's driving the ship can only make it up to a certain point. The bosun can add to their ability to make it, like, if we need to go from, like, if you guys are going through, and this is all stuff I'm telling you now, so when it gets into ship combat, and you guys, so I know we're kind of breaking out of character play into mechanics, but I want everybody to understand how ship-to-ship combat and ship operations kind of work. So, as we have already identified, that there are 2 ballistae on the ship, and those require 2 people to operate. One person,
Yes. Oh, okay.
one person they load, and then one person aim and shoot. They can do so much certain amount of damage to the ships. The person who is running the helm is kind of telepathically linked to into the ship.
Okay.
So they can kind of communicate with everybody else. Another position is basically what we're calling the captain. Whoever is in the role of the captain, they can add some. They will also have the ability to add some benefits to the crew, and things like that. But the way gravity works, there is a plane. There is a plane in the ship that runs pretty much down like kind of
the
middle of the ship, but through its mast, not like so it doesn't count like from the top of the mast.
You're on a plate. Gravity here, gravity here.
Yeah, so if you go the thing, but that plane goes out to the whole air bubble around the ship. So if you fall overboard,
you're gonna be buoyant
you're
in the
gonna
middle.
fall down.
It'll be like you fell
You'll
in water.
go through the gravity plane, then you'll reverse and you'll come back up and you'll boom, boom, boom.
Until you equalize.
Yeah, you equalize, which you'll equalize in the middle. And at that point, you'll get dragged somewhat along with the ship, but eventually you'll get left behind.
It'll be something like, is this similar to the ship we're on?
Yeah, it would be similar to that.
Okay.
So yours probably doesn't have 3 decks.
Probably 2.
Probably 2. Yeah, probably 2 decks. And everything, but it's so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the number of crewmen for this is maximum, but you leave a bigger object like a rock, you have enough air for however many crew members you have, or your maximum, times 120 days. So if you have more crew members, you have less air. If you have less crew members, you get more air because it's a number. Let's just assume it's 10. So you would have 1,200 air days. So if you had 12 people, that would only give you 100 days. But if you had 8 people, you would get 125 days.
So if I had 4 people would have 200 days?
Yes. Whatever it is, it'd be whatever. 6 people would be 200 days. You have 4 people, it'd be 300. So you get 100. It's 120 days times whatever the crew is supposed to be. if you fall overboard, get left behind, and eventually you pop
Pop out of the bubble.
out of the bubble, you get 1 minute of air. 1 minute. So there's that. If you go below the plane, you flip, and you're now standing upside down.
We need
It won't feel upside down to you, but everybody else would, they would look up. If you're looking up, you would say like, "Hey, they're upside down," and they would be like, "Hey, you're upside
We need
down."
to get 2 halves of a boat. Squeeze them together so we can have 4 guns.
DM, can I have that equation again for the amount of air on the ship per passenger?
No, it's 120 days times whatever the crew
Allotment is.
allotment is, and
All right, thank you.
different ships are different. So I don't know what the like. Yours won't be exactly a space galleon because it's bigger.
Yeah.
I will have.
That was just good for me to, because you just say that equation, and I just missed marking it down. So thank you.
And then, like I said, so whoever is being the helm, that is an attunement.
Yeah.
So that means if you have 3 attuned items, you have to break attunement to one of them to attune to the helm.
Yep.
All right, and then
What are the benefits of being the captain versus the helmsman?
no, there are. I will actually. This is one I'm going to have to sing. I don't have them all
Okay.
with me. I can tell you, like one of the captain's benefits is it's going to be kind of like one of those things where you can issue like a motivational speech and provide things like that. Just
Gotcha.
like a navigator who, if they're navigating, they get to add their, a benefit of their navigation so you don't get lost.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
navigation, like I said, the bosun will be, their ability would be like, hey, I can help the ship turn faster. When 2 ships come together or 2 objects come together, the bigger of the 2's gravity wins, and the bigger of the 2 air bubbles win, which could be bad if you run into a ship that has bad air, but it's bigger than yours, and you bubble up. Your air is now bad, and there's no it's like instantaneous. It's just bad air. Now you have bad air. If you come in at a funky angle to a bigger ship, it alters your gravity. So, like if this ship is here, its gravitational plane is this way. If you're coming up like this, your gravitational plane is this way. You all think this is fine now that it's here, and you come above it, it's going to be suddenly that gravitation pulls them to here. And if you're up here, it's going to pull you down. If you're down here, it's going to pull you up. So it's whoever side is bigger. Now, if you're the bigger ship and you come in at a funky angle, like if you come in at an angle above them, you pull off the deck.
Yeah.
So just it can play havoc with how things work. So I will tell you, my whole plan for today was to get you on a ship.
So we're done.
No, we really are, because I really you guys pulled an awesome session last week, but it really threw me for like, what am I going to do? Because one, I was like, I don't have any gear. Honestly, any attempt to get your gear back was going to end in disaster. I was like, you guys are not going to get
incredibly difficult.
I was torn between the DM obviously put this hook out there for us to chase, and the DM does not want us to chase this hook.
My whole thing was, because I was talking to Logan about this, and I will flat out tell you, there's a couple things that came up. I was talking to Thomas today. He gave me, I came up with an idea for his character. That spawned the idea for Logan's Ravenclaw sword.
Also, we've kind of had a real shitty past month. So, not even joking. Like, more like past 2 weeks, really.
Oh, yeah. All right. So last Saturday, my wife. All right. So this is something most of you might probably know, but some of you don't. And so, please bear with me. 11 years ago, on May 4th, 11 years ago, Logan's older brother died. So my wife and I, that was her older son. We lost him. So a couple weeks after that, Amber wasn't doing, but none of us were doing well. But obviously, Amber being the mom, really taking it much harder than everybody else. I got her a dog. I got her a puppy. It was her comfort puppy because one of the best ways to deal with grief and stress and everything is to be busy.
Yeah.
It just keeps your mind off things, and and I'm an old school guy, and that's an old school way of dealing with things. So I got her Juno, who's our little husky, and that was her comfort. Saturday, we thought we might have to put Juno down. No, yeah, we were pissed. So Juno swallowed 2 cat toys. Blockage. Had to go to surgery. Did not bounce back very well. It was really rough, and we went to the vet thinking we were going to end up putting her down. It was really horrible. The vet came in and we had some options. I'm going to tell you right now, Juno rebounded. She's fine. She's doing well.
Better than ever.
So glad.
She's not better than ever, but
She's better than she was. She's eating food and everything's more normal.
We went to our vet, and they looked her over, and she's even. Our vet even said she was amazingly how fast, how much she healed. She's like, this is amazing how good these sutures and stuff look, how much she's healed considering it's only been a week.
I'm so glad.
So,
I'm glad that
first part of May is really rough because I died on the 4th, but his birthday is the 14th.
Oh.
So, and then in between there is always Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Somewhere in between there is Mother's Day. So you have, which is always a rough time, obviously, for Amber. So we had Malachi's anniversary. We have Mother's Day, which is obviously Sunday. We have Malachi's birthday coming up. And then we had this whole thing with Juno. And Amber was just, he cannot.
Too much.
You got any other month but May.
Yeah, any other month but May, because May is just a rough month and everything. So, with all that,
we understand. Today was a great game. No stress.
No, but I was like, it was hard. But even without that, I'll be honest, I was kind of just stuck. I was like, it was a great session.
it was amazing.
It was an amazing session, but it really set me. I was like, no, I really was honestly like, nothing short of the DM basically saying, just kidding, it happened, but you guys aren't that screwed. Which I was like, that's going to kind of, to me, take away some of the victory. Part of the victory was that
we got out of there on our own.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, but it also
against all odds, we did it.
Yeah, but also part of it was, as much as I really liked, I was telling Logan, you guys are the group that I can pull this off with, and these are the characters that I can pull it off with. You guys could have stayed in Sassurin, and we could have ran this like total like intrigue, almost like a Game of Thrones, house versus house, all this, all this game, and it would have been a great game. But that's not what we're playing.
But it wouldn't have been Spelljammer. It would have just been D&D.
Yeah, we're not playing that game.
True.
Spelljammer, and I think I have a pretty decent story for this. So the whole point of this session was to get you guys on a boat into space. And that's why you had a couple different options. Like no matter how you did it, somehow you were getting on a ship into space today.
Honestly, it was kind of nice to have a chance to sit here and debate our options. It's been a long time since we've actually just sat and discussed what we wanted to do as a group. And it was kind of nice. It was a good change of pace.
Pants. Nobody really has an opinion. It's just kind of whoever says the first thing, we all go.
Right. Like, what sounds best? You know what? That's action. It sounds like something to do.
So
we're such a patient group. We're like, yeah, that's good enough. Let's go.
So with that being said, though, I am going to award experience points from the last session.
Woo!
Didn't have, and I will tell you how we did. All right. I'm going to tell you the thing I had designed, the adventure I had designed. It had
we're at 325, right? So you have
875.
875.
Yeah.
Why
it's a little bit behind.
Yeah, 50 points behind.
Doesn't say. I thought it was 850. I thought you were 50 points off of 900, but that's fine. Anyway, I had The goal I had was achieved, but I'll be honest, you guys didn't achieve. You didn't achieve it. You're not getting experience for it. So the goal was to recover the spell jamming helm of Aaron's Wake, which I kind of did for you.
Yeah.
But you guys weren't going to get it done. I mean, I can tell you, and it wasn't even a matter of you guys losing your gear. You guys weren't even on it.
Yeah.
You guys were like not even thinking about the path to get there. So I was like, okay, they're not going to. Without me saying
We
it.
got so caught up in the brother-sister intrigue
Yeah.
so quick. We were like, we gotta solve this before we can get off rock.
Yeah, so it was. I'm just saying. So that was not the thing. One of the sub goals you did do. Though you kind of you went about it in a backwards way, but you guys did do it. You guys, one of my sub goals that I had presented was for you to locate evidence that Vanis killed his parents.
But I really didn't. I kind of just
made it.
Well, yeah, you kind
I
of.
kind of just made something. I didn't make it. I gave the evidence that he did that was planted on us,
Right.
but I made it in his writing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. So, but I am gonna give you that, and it's a sub goal, so it's a little bit smaller. So you didn't get that one. The last one, I am not going to tell you what it was. You didn't achieve it, but you might in the future. So I might roll it forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to say, because I planned on this session, this whole adventure thing, kind of going longer originally.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be last session, this session, or maybe next session.
Mm-hmm.
But last session turned into it pushed it into a weird way, and then. Really, honestly, I only heard it mentioned one minor time, and it was briefly like mentioned and just overlooked. And that is, one person mentioned going to the taxidermist.
Mm-hmm.
That was Hobbs.
Yeah.
And that's where the helm would. If you would have went to the taxidermist, you might have you had a chance finding the helm on your own. But you guys were just like blow, and that's okay. I'm just, but So what we doing? So with that being said, last session, you had basically 2 encounters. You were arrested and you escaped.
Yep.
One was a major encounter. One was a climatic encounter. You had one minor goal that you achieved. So you guys are 2nd level, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that would be 350 experience points. So
How does that break down?
Huh?
How did that break down?
Oh, it was 50 for the minor story award,
Mm-hmm.
100 for the major encounter, and then 200 for the climatic encounter. So a total of 350 experience.
Awesome. Do we have to be in town for an X amount of time to level up?
No,
After being on boats, like being in town.
yeah, it's you need to take a long. You need to have basically you need a long rest in an area of relative comfort and safety. As long as you guys are on the Blue Nixie, that kind of counts as your relative comfort and safety.
Okay.
I will work on getting you guys the various information. I will tell you, I'm drawing it from AD&D 2nd edition, because that collection of Spelljammer material is like this thick, or 5e's is like that thick.
Yeah. I think the 5e Spelljammer book is really meant to just be like update the original Spelljammer stuff into 5e. So that's why it's only like
it's 3 books.
It's 3 books, but like one of them's like this thick.
Well, one of them's just the boats, and then one of them's the monster manual.
Yeah, and then the other one
is the updated rules, which isn't much. Yeah, and because one of the things is in 2nd edition, there's all kinds of boat combat.
Yeah,
like really good stuff about like how to maneuver, maneuverability class, and things like that. There's also that's where the different jobs come in, where you could be like a captain, you can be the
Captain,
Boatswain. There's 2 or 3. Yeah, there's 2 or 3 different options. There's more weapons. One of the weapons guys. I will tell you. I will tell you in
That's where I'm
general.
gonna be.
For those of you who are
furthest away
Like-
from our center.
Ravana and Mizuki, you are much better just casting spells than operating one of the weapons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're not doing the helms thing, you might don't
The
go like,
weapon-
hey, I'll go.
The ballistas are more for us.
Yes.
I figure Ravana is going to be helm or captain majority of the time, and I'm thinking of taking Pact of the Tome to encourage that direction.
All right. So that's the other thing is at 3rd level, most of you get to pick a path or a pact, like you use the pact and all that. So you guys can go ahead and work on that.
I already know what I'm gonna do.
1225?
Yeah. So
Battles. And if I'm at the helm or anything like that, I have to do. Help me.
I love that the helm was built by the same person who built Conrad.
Oh yeah.
yes,
That's so good.
Right. It's my dad.
This helm is like your stepbrother
No, 3rd level you have to roll.
or half brother.
hold on. For 3rd level, and this is the same for 4th level, you roll. However, if your roll is less than half of your hit die, you take the half. Like so, like
Okay.
you have a D8, right, for the monk.
Yeah.
If you roll a 1, 2, or 3, you got 4. If you get a 4 or higher, you get whatever's on the dice.
Okay, so it's a 4 of minimum.
That's for
So
4th levels.
Gotcha.
I have a D8. If I roll a 3 or less, I can claim a 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And then,
Thank you.
and then then you add your con bonus on top of that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Like Scholar has a D6.
Yeah.
So he will have a minimum of 3.
Thank goodness.
One of the things you can also do. This is a
Oh. I got a 7.
this the
Oh, that one's rolling. I want to go ahead and roll.
pick it. You have to stick with it. And that is you can always forgo rolling anything but unless it's a D20 test at any point, you can forgo rolling and take the average. Always something you're welcome to do. So like if you don't want to roll your experience or not your strength, your hit points after you get to 5th level, you just want to go, I'll just always take the average, then you can always just take the average.
Okay. Yeah.
I like the gamble.
No, that's some people do and some people don't. But that also goes for like your damage. Like if you're rolling to hit and you roll like you have a D8 is your die,
Take a 4.
you can always take a 4 instead of rolling the D8.
Well, I'm so glad this wasn't a combat game because for some reason I only grabbed my D10s and my D20s. Like,
Then you would have been taking the average all the
Yeah.
time. That's the only one. Honestly, that's like I do it. Like I don't. Like
Good idea.
I don't have enough.
He doesn't roll damage.
I don't roll damage. I just don't. I either. It's like if the monsters say they do, and luckily the monster manual puts that in there for you.
Yeah.
Like what the average is. So I just take that, and then if it's a critical hit, I know what I just double it. I don't even do the whole like you guys get a die. I just double it. So like if it's like 5 points is their average and they get a critical hit, you guys get take 10.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, when
Well, I guess
you're
like-
running like 20 monsters,
Yeah,
sometimes I don't have time to roll.
good.
I roll.
Yeah.
Just take the average. The only thing like I said, D20s I have to roll. But even then, if it's a mass, like on saving throws, I usually will roll like 2 rolls, one high, and then take like the average. It won't even be
Yeah.
disadvantage. Be like, here's the high, here's the low. What's the average? That's what they have. That's what they
Yeah.
have.
Well, we're controlling one character, and if we're in a fight or doing anything, you might have like 6, 7
Oh yeah, if sometimes
You know,
more. I've had
things that we have to deal with. That becomes a real pain in the ass to like to roll the damage separately or normal attacks. And,
Well,
stuff like that.
and then not only that, just like saving throws, like if you have an AoE and you work your AoE right, suddenly like if Scolder does his AoE right and then suddenly throws his fireball and it's like he's like, oh, I worked my AoE and I was able to hit 8 of your characters. I'm not rolling 8 saving throws. I'm just not. I'm just rolling like, you know what? I'll roll 2. I'll roll the 2 die. If the high is a 20 and the low is a 10, they got a 15. Does 15 save? Yep, they save. Or I'll do like the high and the low, and I'll say like half of them saved, half of what? Like half and half.
Some saved, some in.
Or they all saved, or they all failed, depending on what's on the die.
That's good too because it does allow for like when it's combat and stuff like that. It allows it to.
Yeah,
I mean, we're already like doing all sorts of weird, crazy shit individually that takes time to explain and do, even when we're on it. Like, it takes a second.
It definitely does.
But yeah, when it could make things drag when it's like roll.
So, for my warlock players, for my warlocks, I am a huge proponent of active patrons. So just be prepared for that. We haven't had.
I like it.
We had a little bit of an experience with it already. We had the nine-tailed fox showed up, and we Karuma on you.
And then my sick fuck of a patron showing up and be like, "I'm glad you're sad."
Yeah, you just have an emo middle schooler who's just like, hurt yourself.
Like, oh, you lose all your stuff? Oh, man.
Oh, I'm so sad for you.
Oh no, that's the thing is, and what's funny about that is before warlocks, before I ever really had any warlocks,
The plastic.
I had a patron.
well, even before you had your warlock.
Oh, I had a
Those are
patron.
Taking 2 of them.
No,
She basically, well,
Oh my god, I love getting those like.
but before anybody played warlocks, and when any of my games, so Logan played one for a while way back in the day.
3 sessions.
But I read this series called Brimstone Angels, which is written by Aaron M. Evans, and it's set in Forgotten Realms. And it's about a tiefling. There's different, but the primary antagonist is a tiefling named Paradise. And she has, obviously, she's a warlock. And her warlock is a Cambion named Lorcan. And Lorcan is very, very active in real life, to the point where he's like, and because it's a novel, they can do things you can't do in a real game. But like, Lorcan is sometimes like, there's like some sexual romantic tension between her and Lorcan, but then he's still, no matter what he does, he's always caught by the fact that, well, I'm a devil, and they do a really good job of like, I can't help myself, right? Like I'm a devil. It's not like I have to be evil because I'm a devil.
I'm just a little guy.
And
He's a little bit.
and
Just give a double die.
so and that's where I got the idea of like, if you have a warlock, I guess I was inspired by the whole Brimstone Angels thing. It's like, if you have a warlock, they're probably going to be active in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Even when Logan played Paleos, he had a patron that was active, and even when he stopped playing Paleos,
The patron still followed me, and I didn't get anything out of it besides a lost soul.
and the patron still showed up. It was still like,
The patron,
I love that because I love the idea that Ravana is a fairly ethical, moral person. She just has this revenge quest that she's feeling like I'll do anything to get my revenge, and so she's making this unethical deal that she now has to try and ethically deal with post while she tries to get her revenge that she's going to pursue unethically regardless. Yeah, I like that push pull. So I'm excited.
yeah. So, I think the best thing was I think the best. I pissed Logan off though because he did this whole thing like, I'll sell my soul, and I don't remember what he wanted to do, but she was like,
I was like, if I saw my soul, you guarantee me to live out of this.
yeah, and then so she was like, okay, and then she teleported him out of the fight and back to his home, and he's like, what the? And he goes, I need to go back, and she's like,
You want to
my
know?
ways? She goes, well, that ends our agreement then, and he's like, all right, so she took him back, and then she still had his soul, and he was like,
No.
yeah, she was like.
You gotta be careful with the deals you make. Those words matter.
Some kind of like.
I got it back.
Was it like a?
She was a succubus.
She was a succubus.
Yeah.
And she was the way the thing is like one of the things I did is like when she would come in, like when you would see her, she had her wings. Her wings would be folded around her, and they look like a corset with like a little bit of a. That's how she pressed her wings up against her chest. So
Oh, that's cool.
her wings look like a corset, and then the bottom of the wings kind of flared out like a little bit of the skirt.
Yeah.
And everything. And then I stole an idea from the Beowulf cartoon.
Yeah.
So her feet were high heels.
Yeah.
So when she walked, she walked in, except for the front part of her feet were hooves.
Yeah.
The back part of her feet were like high heels. So she had like
Stiletto.
She had like 6-inch stilettos that were her feet, and the front part were hooves. But she would come up, and the way I originally described her was, she was 6 feet of corruption, and you just wanted to run headlong into it.
Sounds about right.
I love that. I love that.
That was like and everything made me think of have you guys seen that Castlevania on Netflix? The
anime?
Yeah, the anime one. That there's the second part, and there's this woman who's like this vampire demon lady, and that's her feet are basically like that, but no actual heels. She just walks around with like it looks like a big stripper shoe, but no heel on it. So it's like, when she's regular trying to disguise as a person, she looks like somebody wearing these cool shoes, but then that's her straight up feet.
So, Amber, speaking of cool shoes, Amber and I watched the most bizarre movie we've seen in a long time. It's called Dust Bunny. It has Mads Mikkelsen and Sigourney Weaver. And the whole point is, imagine Guillermo del Toro and Stanley Kubrick and David Lynch got together and had a love child that was like part John Reno's Professional and I don't know, I can't imagine. So basically, this little girl has a monster living under her bed, and it's a dust bunny. And I mean, it looks like a bunny.
Yeah.
But it lives under her bed, and she hires Mads. Well, she figures out that Mads Mikkelsen is an assassin, a hitman. So she goes to hire him to kill the monster, assassinate the monster under her bed. And the whole reason she does it is because she thinks she sees him kill a dragon, but really what he does is he kills a bunch of Chinese guys underneath one of those paper dragon things.
Oh.
He feels like the lion dancers almost.
Yeah, but they were actually assassins.
Yeah, but they were actually.
Like he's killing a dragon. Anyway, the cool shit was at the end, Sigourney Weaver's coming into the house with him where he's at, and she's walking, and the shoes, she has heels, but the back of the heels look like pistol handles. Except for at the end when the dust bunny comes up to kill her, she kicks her shoes off and she flips the top back and there are actually pistols underneath it. And she's shooting the dust bunny with these pistols, and then the dust bunny eats her. But it was like, but I was like, those are some badass shoes. I mean, when I just saw her walking, I was like, the heels look like gun handles. So I was like, that's badass. I don't care who you are. But but I would not watch it because, like I said, I was like, when you see the little description and their trailer, I'm thinking it's going to be like, okay, it's going to be like this, like kind of a cool, spooky movie where there is an actual monster under the bed, and he's going to save her because there's a thing where they show like this claw, the hand, and the shadow is like a claw, and you're like, oh, and all this stuff, and then you see him kill it. You think the shadow of like him getting the thing, and he's like trying to tell her that's not real monsters; those are people. Like he's trying to explain to her, like the monsters are just the people and everything. And then it turns out she has a monster under the bed. Yeah. And then you're like, it was really bizarre. That's all can say.
I like this kind of thing. I might actually check that out.
You might like it, but I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was one thing, and then when I ended up watching it, I was like, okay, this is like Pan's Labyrinth meets The Professional meets Willy Wonka.
Oh man. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
That's
bizarre.
that's kind of my speed. I like the weird stuff and everything like that. Those are fun.
All right, I don't have my calendar, but second Friday in June.
That would be June 12th. Could I request June 19th? June 19th.
You request June 19th. I'll have to get back with you, but
Okay.
I don't see a huge problem with that.
The only reason because June 5th is the week of my 10-year anniversary. We'll be in Orlando, and the following weekend I'll be in Colorado for a wedding. But I don't think I'm landing in time to come join the game.
All right, no, that's fine. We'll plan on the 19th then. That gives me a little bit extra time to try to. One, I have to get everything put together and all that.
So just let me know if it can't be the 19th. Let me know. I would love that for myself. But if not, I understand the game goes forth.
I don't. Right off the top of my head, with it being June, I don't see it being an issue, but I just have to double check.
Okay.
Last thing, I don't send out a lot of emails. I will sometimes send out text messages. So keep an eye on the texts, on the phones, and emails. Answer back if I send you a message or something. So I can, if I have information, and so I can, especially if I need to discuss things with characters. I don't have. My house is not set up for me to have convenient access to my laptop all the time. So getting on to go to Discord or whatever is a little bit of an effort right now. Because I don't have my basement. My basement is it's there physically. Yeah. I don't have access.
I put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it back.
It's in a state of limbo.
It's in a state of limbo. It's literally in the we were remodeling and we're not quite done. We're almost.
Oh yeah.
So I'm working. My home office is in my dining room. So
Yeah.
stuff for actually doing work like that for work, I it's not easy. So
Yeah.
I do a lot of times during the day because my job is unclassified and I can work from my living room.
Oh, nice.
I can get access to my phone and send text
Yeah.
messages. So keep an eye on for text messages, and there will be a few emails.
You can get Discord on your phone.
And I'm so sorry, Jason, you had asked me for some Perseverance information previously. I restored her on D&D Beyond. I can screen cap that information to you if you still need it.
Let me. Right off my head, I don't remember what I need.
Okay.
Oh, I do know. If you can screen cap her front page.
Okay.
It has her main abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So and I have a couple players here, so they're gonna get a possible sneak peek. But this is what I'm looking for. Remember how when Perseverance had the soul gem that had Evelios in it, and she was holding it, and then she could channel her inner Evelios.
Yeah.
If somebody were to get the soul gem or had the soul gem,
what would that look like?
And they try to channel their inner Perseverance, what would that look like?
Okay. All right. I think that is something I had handwritten. So let me look and find that, and I will send that to you.
And I don't need the Evelios stuff because obviously Evelios is kicked out of the soul gem, and Perseverance is.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Then yeah.
I mean, what would Perseverance if let's say if Conrad had a Perseverance soul gem?
I see.
The same rules as you do. What would he have?
All right, cool. I'm sending you an email right now. Y'all are effed.
Just get in Percy.
Oh my
Not
gosh.
necessarily.
I get a hold of Percy now. She had a hold of me.
Oh my gosh.
Are we gonna have
What?
a friend?
You're gonna get a hold of her, and your character's gonna get electrocuted.
So the thing is, A-Team is So 18 is in. I have reworked it a little bit, not a whole lot actually, but I reworked it the settings a little bit. So that 18 is actually the events of the first 18 are there. The events of the first B team are there, and honestly, there's also they haven't ran into it, and they may not, but there's individuals from my very short-lived virtual C team game there too, and they all kind of work together toward this. So there is a possibility. There is a possibility that somebody might run into a soul jump with the first awareness in it.
1, 2, 4, 8.
Yeah. Yes.
Even though I was wrong, so my Beyblade right now only works on weapons that are one-handed. So if it has the two-handed property, I can't use the Whispering Weapon feat on it. But now that I'm third level, I can use it on two-handed weapons, which is why I haven't used it yet because I have a blade, which is two-handed.
Now your glaive will work.
And now I can use it, and now I can do melee attacks. And you get a chronic damage on top. Of the slashing, piercing, whatever damage you normally get.
My other cat.
No.
I'm seriously I'm low key really hoping you take past the blade.
Yeah, I will, because that's the only way it works.
I mean, it's gonna work regardless, but it'll work even better if you could just do that with everything.
Yeah. So, and I also don't have to be, and I still don't have to be proficient in the weapons. I don't think.
Amazing.
But yeah, but now I can do and weapons I don't have to be proficient in.
Yeah. Or at least the blue light.
And you get the chronic damage.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah.
Funny though that you weren't actually able to use your glaive before this.
So
I wasn't. Yeah, that's like the main reason I wasn't using it is because I'm like, my arcane focus is a blade.
And that. Okay, great. No.
I can't use it right now. Now I can.
That's not what it said.
So it's just
That's hilarious.
It's gonna be pain necrotic.
That's hilarious. All right, well, I have just sent Jason Perseverance's info, so good luck to y'all. She's my favorite chaotic.
I really like that character.
Cool. When I don't have ears, I like in response to the email, I'll tell you what I have planned.
I would love that. All right, well, y'all have a great night. See y'all next month.
Bye.
Have a good night and enjoy your anniversary trip.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'll get pictures for sure.
Definitely. Thank you for the coffee.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for hosting.
always.
Yes.
I always think. I told Amber, I said, we haven't finalized our snackage. Is there anything you want? I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not. Wait,
Yeah.
I coffee. If you make that my standing order,
Just that's easy because I always have it. Yeah.
well, no, it's like it just I get thirsty. So I mean, I usually have this.
She doesn't like to taste the water, so go drink coffee.
I don't like to taste the water. You know what they say?
Everyone who's drank water has died.
Yes.
You've only known him for half, barely even the amount of time I've started that at it.
You know what else?
I love it.
Water is used in every industrial complex. It's a dangerous substance sometimes.
Yeah.
Every industrial.
They all have accidents and people die.
Everyone who's ever gone swimming has died.
Well, people who've never gone swimming have died.
That's true.
But how many people have never gone swimming? But you know what? Talking about swimming though, I will never go swimming.
I will not make any jokes. There's some people who don't know how to swim. I know a couple people who don't know how to swim.
So do I. One of my kids.
I know how to swim. I don't know how to float. I can't. Okay, you throw me out in the middle of a lake, I can get to shore. It will take a long ass time. I can.
The fact that it'll take
Depends
a
on the
long.
size of the lake.
Yeah. If you get thrown out
If
in
I
the
throw 'em
middle of a lake,
If I
All I know is when I went to
if
Wisconsin,
I throw them out in the middle of like Whale Lake, yes, we'll make it to shore.
I went to Wisconsin and I jumped off the boat with a life jacket on. And I was under the water long enough to where my friend was like, "Please come up." So
like, oh my god.
Put the life jacket on.
But if you got thrown in the middle of like
The last time I was
Superior,
I actually was trying to swim when I was literally towing a boat. I was like, I had the engine was having issues.
Oh god.
So I was trying to pull the boat into shore.
I think you throw me in the middle of the lake.
yeah, I can swim. I'm just bottom.
That's not why I was.
See, Amber doesn't swim very well.
Claustrophobia.
And the last thing she wants to do is we were in Greece.
She has thalassophobia, so she can't see the bottom. She thinks I'm here.
Yeah.
We were in Greece, and where we were at, where we were at, on the little part of the Aegean, they had a bay, like a bay or something. Anyway, the Aegean. Their water there is kind of like how the Gulf used to be, where the water's super clear,
Okay.
and it's really, really shallow. You can be a ways from shore and still be touching.
You can be like a quarter mile.
So I'm carrying her in the water, and I'm walking out, and I'm walking toward this island. And the water's not that deep, right? And she starts grabbing harder, tighter, and squeezing harder, and she's like, "We're gonna drown!" And I'm like, "It's not
You
even."
can put your feet down and stand.
Yeah, she can still stand, but I was, but it was like right here, and I'm like, "We're not." And she goes, "We're so far away from the shore." I said, "We're not that far from the shore." I mean, because I'm thinking I'm used to the Pacific Ocean. You take 6 steps in the Pacific Ocean, you're underwater. So I was like, "Okay, I can't be that far out," you know. And everything. So I turned around and I was like, "Holy shit, we're kind of out there," you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was probably 200 yards from shore,
Yeah.
and it was only about this deep. I was like, it was, and you could see the bottom.
Yeah.
And it was clear, sandy, and I was like, "Huh." So we hung out for a while, and then we were like, "I'm hungry."
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. He doesn't like.
No, I would probably panic too. I started to like, oh, we're far away. Like,
Well,
I'm not a good swimmer. I can swim, but it's like
I can doggy paddle.
What is one of the I can doggy paddle, but I hate it, and it's one of those things where it's like if I'm a certain distance from land that I know I wouldn't be able to swim that. I'm like, nope, I'm never going that far out into the water.
Funny enough, I'm not afraid of swimming in boats.
So when I was in high school, we actually had a swim meet in camp.
Yeah.
Well, technically, St. Petersburg, and we were in the bay one day. We got there early, so we were like, "Okay, we're gonna go to the
Yeah.
I'm on a team from Nevada, and so we're this week, and we're out, and that's when I'm like, back then the water in the bay. I don't know how it is now. Back then the water in the bay was clear, and it's shallow, and it's warm. You're way up. We're up to like maybe our chest. And we're looking and we're playing and we look at, man, we're way out. And we're not even thinking about it. We're like,
Yeah.
We're way up. And then one of the guys goes, you know, sharks only need like 3 feet of water.
And everyone's like, "We're going Mexico."
Yeah, like, oh.
They will go really shallow.
Have you guys seen like when some places that flooded, like in Florida and the South and stuff like that?
Oh, Louisiana floods and they'll have like
sometimes
sharks
they'll be-
swim up the freaking.
Yeah, so they'll